Hi, and welcome back to Is It That Bad? We're having some technical difficulties here tonight, but we're going to push through. And of course, my esteemed panel of Bad News Bears. We're going to start off with the boss, Annie Banks. How you doing?
Hello. I'm technical difficulties aside, Llamageddon drinks aside. I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
You've had some Llamageddon drink already?
Yeah. No, I'm not like Cat. I'm not taking shots straight out of the jigger.
Yeah. That's just because Mark was too lazy to go grab me a shot glass. The bar cart's right there, Mark.
You want me to go get your shot glass?
Yes.
I'll go get your shot glass.
Yes, thank you.
Here,
Anywho.
hold the water.
Oh, okay. All right. So Mark and I are doing some BKR the bar style action here where, of course, like with The Room, there's a drink that goes in this movie. And this drink is actually much more of an abomination than the drink that Lisa made. I can't beat up a chick named Lisa after drinking this, but I can get upset. So I had to go to 3 different stores in order to find this. I don't drink beer, but Busch Light, Woodford Reserve, bourbon whiskey, and then a soda, and I believe it was either water or vodka. Mark went back and rewatched the tape, and he said something to do with the pour or whatever the nonsense.
It's water.
It's water. We're going to go with it's water because I'm not putting vodka in this. I'm not wasting perfectly good vodka. So,
I mean, you could, but
we're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
So,
we're going to start pouring? Oh.
So, Annie's having some technical difficulties, everyone. We shall see what all happens. Let's check the chat, shall we? First off, in the chat, my comic dad, my boy from Friday Night Crew, as well as everything else, the Great Legend live show, my dear. I talked to you before this. Very happy to see you show up. Of course, Chris Barrett. Oh, okay. Well, Annie's gone, but we'll see her again. Chris Barrett. What's up, Chris? We're going to be talking about some Llamageddon and some horrible drinks here in a second. All right. Who else we got going on? Yeah, probably, but I don't have any Lisas within reach, so we'll see. I think the funniest thing, which
wow.
I think the funniest thing was I posted a picture of the Busch Light case that I had to buy and the bourbon whiskey together in the chat. And Drew said he might have to push Mark aside because it's cheap beer and fine whiskey, according to him. And that sounds like his kind of woman. And I was like, oh, that's awkward.
Sorry. I'm on my phone's. I'm not back. I'm back. I'm on my phone's personal hotspot. So hopefully
it is actually 10 times better.
That fixes the problem. But yeah, no, Drew and cheap beer. That's Drew Manchu in a sentence. That's him.
Sorry,
I don't know what else you can expect from him and his natty lights. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, Llamageddon does have a drink that goes along with it.
Yeah.
You want me to start making it?
So, in honor of this, we got some solo cup action. They're the reusable type of solo cups, so they're a little better for the environment than your basic solo cup.
Or should I just do the pours?
No, weigh them out because I'm not wasting all that whiskey. No.
Fine.
So Mark's got the jigger. I couldn't find the jigger that I like that has the handle. Why are you doing 2 shots?
2 shots of vodka?
No, it's not
whiskey.
Vodka. It's the Woodford Reserve. Nah, that's a mouthful.
I'm gonna hold this underneath you in case you spill
It's
it.
a very classy sounding name for a distillery, though.
Honestly, it's a decent whiskey. It's pretty smooth.
All right, so that. Where's the beer?
I whiskey has to be smooth in order to be drinkable because if I taste the alcohol, I'm tapping out. I'm done. We at work we got these canned the Cutwater cocktails. Oh,
it's beer. I don't drink beer. Everyone knows what happens. Everyone knows what happens to me when I drink beer. I get sick.
All right, actually, I need to top this one.
No.
Okay.
Dude, last time I had a beer was at C2E2, and we all know what happened to me.
That would have been this weekend. That would have been this weekend. Sad. We better go to TerrificCon. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Chris, don't you dare call me basic, okay? I'm drinking the exact drink that they made in this film.
You're going to be
I had to go to 4 different stores to find this god-awful beer.
Yes.
Oh my god, ew! It just.
I mean, if you're drinking 99-cent Budweisers, that's a you problem. That's your own problem. I'm sorry.
I don't want to.
Whose mixed drink was this again?
His sister in the film.
No. Who's it for?
Okay. So in the film, they're trying to get the brother laid, and the girl, she's fancy. She doesn't drink beer. She only drinks mixed drinks.
She needs the mixed drink.
Which honestly is probably everything they had in that house. Because
they just looked at their
entire.
Kids. They looked at their liquor shelf and they were like, "What can we mix together all at once?" And then they didn't look back.
It's actually not bad.
Really?
Yeah.
You can drink mine then, because I almost spat mine back in the cup.
It's not terrible. It's not a go-to, but it's not terrible.
So you're saying it's palatable?
It has a caramel aftertaste.
Oh, sold.
It kind of tastes like. Okay. No, I'm going to say, honestly, it tastes like movie theater popcorn left out for a few days, mixed with a little bit of salt, maybe a little bit of cat.
It's only because our cats put their paws in everything.
And a caramel aftertaste.
Oh, okay.
It's not good, Annie. Don't listen to him. It's not good. I almost spat back in the cup.
That's kind
coming from Mark. I was like, this is good, or it's Mark good, where he has a hodgepodge of tastes. Speaking of being good, what did you guys think of Llamageddon?
Well, this movie's a lot like this drink. It kind of tastes like your cup if you leave it alone at a college party, and it seems like it may have been spit in at some point.
By a llama.
Is that because llamas?
There's acid spit. There's laser beams, and apparently horse trailers, if you put siding like from a house on the horse trailer, then it can just be a spacecraft. Then it's just years ahead, just so advanced, dude. It's a fucking horse trailer with siding on it for wings. But okay,
for some reason,
the Nerf baseball bat that had the aluminum foil all over it. Yes, definitely the most advanced weapon ever.
The hot tub scene. Where they all get fried, and then the two after that see all of that going on, still walking into the hot tub like assholes. Like, what?
There was not one good person in this entire movie. Like, there was not one good person. I was like, everyone here is kind of a dick.
I mean, the dad's girlfriend's pregnant, so maybe she'll be a good mom. I don't know. She seems younger than his kids, but okay.
Which is alarming to say in the least, but I guess if you're gonna 90-day fiance your way through life, be my guest.
So This isn't the first film we've had on here that's had an awkward sex scene that you've brought to the table.
Mm-hmm.
What are you asking?
What is with this sex scene? All the tongues, they're like,
Oh, God. I forgot about that.
and they're like wagging their tongues at each other.
I can like out of body, and I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I can easily say that in order to be a really bad movie, you have to have a really uncomfortable sex scene, and it needs to be like the most unrealistic scene or really artistic. And there's no, and it has to be artistic and like out of place.
Okay. I know where we're going with inflatable sharks.
I think Velocipaster had a more reasonable sex scene, and it was a lot of
It's
weird.
just not reasonable. Oh my god.
There was a
That's
lot
all
of
it
tongue
was.
wagging, like wagging
It's
at
a
each
lot of-
other.
I'm enjoying watching you enjoy that beer.
So what was with all of the outfit changes? Did you notice that one
Yes.
character changed his shirt every 2 seconds?
Yeah.
I think the lack of consistency in this film really ties everything together. This guy just couldn't pick a shirt, and we don't even see him changing his shirt. He just has a different shirt on every couple of scenes.
Every time he moves, there's a
Every
different
time
shirt.
he moves, he's just got something else on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the fridge. So
There
I will
is
tell
an-
you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that Louis the llama, the
Louis
killer
the
llama,
Aw.
is an actual. He has an acting credit for Llamageddon,
There you go.
and he is like that's his one credit. You can look on his IMDb page or his Wikipedia, and because those exist, and it says Louis the Llama credited killer llama for Llamageddon, and I think that's super fun.
It's like Steven Seagal from The Shallows.
Yeah.
It's a seagull.
Is it?
It's a seagull. He's one of the top billed characters in that movie. He's right after Blake Lively in that movie. But I will tell you, there's certain parts of this movie that I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah. Did
The
you?
Llamageddon theme song
Oh my god.
was a lot of
Slaps.
fun. It was so
It's a
much
lot of
fun.
fun.
It was quite catchy,
Do
honestly.
you like this song over the Billy song?
Billy, Billy, you were my best friend. Billy, 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 Billy. And how about a turkey killing him? Yeah. I will tell you this was much better than the Billy song.
It was much better than Billy's song.
It was
There's a
better
lot
than
of-
the Billy song. I mean, it wasn't quite as good as the sodomy song from Meet the Feebles, but
Not going to. That wasn't that bad. That's fucking terrible. You did that bad.
but the Llamageddon song was actually quite good. I also really liked the animated sequences
Mhm.
that they filtered in the beginning and in the end.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
for such a low budget film, like this is a textbook low budget film. I think using different mediums, animation, and all that is a lot of fun. Kind of reminds me of how they did that with Monty Python, where they had the animation and the interludes almost, but instead of being like in the middle of the film, it was on bookending either side. I think it's fun. I like Llamageddon. I think it's a lot of fun. You know, like I said before, it's one that I've wanted to watch for a while now, and I'm happy that I got to go around and
Chris, she's the boss. Okay. She's
Like-
the boss.
whose home con it is. My guy, that's right across the border from Boston. It could almost be a Massachusetts con if I say it's a Massachusetts con. No, hopefully
What's
we'll see
worse, this or Lisa's drink? This.
Mm-mm.
This.
Mm-mm.
No,
This is way worse. I finished the Lisa drink. I tried to spit this out.
You like vodka.
You do like vodka. That's the difference.
I do.
See, like the vodka.
I can't let this go to waste. I'm sorry.
Did you watch Solar Opposites yet?
I'm working on it. It's good. See? Look at that face.
No, you let it sit.
Look at that.
That's the point of it. It has to sit.
Oh no, it has to be all mixed at once. I gotta stir this.
Dude, I just got a whiff of it. So gross.
Okay, that's not as good the second time around.
No, it's not good.
What'd you eat earlier?
All beer tastes like chewing gum that has been chewed.
No,
like
And there's
spit.
no flavor to it. Yes,
Spit.
Okay.
I like fruited sours. I like saisons. I can't do beer, like straight up beer. I will.
I'll do like the closest
like
thing I'll do is
stouts.
maybe like an ale.
Okay, I can do
Like
else.
the closest thing I'll get.
If
to
you
it.
hand me a 312, I'm gonna hand you that 312 right back. That's not happening.
If I'm doing like a bottle, I'll do like a Smirnoff Ice or something like that, or a Mike's Hard,
Yeah.
Angry Orchard, something like that. But I'm not a beer person. I'm a liquor person.
The people
and
in
I'm a mixer
Llamageddon,
person.
the cast of Llamageddon are clearly beer people or use beer as mixers.
Well, that's Ohio. That's the entire state of Ohio.
She's fancy. She likes mixed drinks. He doesn't drink beer, but half the drink was beer.
Mixed drinks.
She fancy.
Oh my god.
They also called her a cherry picker.
I mean, they're not wrong. Llamageddon, the laser eyes, I think it killed me the most because I look at the laser eyes and I can only think of Henry Cavill as Superman with the same effects. Like,
Mhm.
I can see fucking Zack Snyder
So-
taking notes.
So is what's the llama's name again? Louis the
God.
llama?
Louis
So
the
he's
Llama.
Is Louis the llama going to be the next Superman?
He's up for grabs.
Hey,
Can we have Louis
DC,
the Llama? as a
DC,
guest?
can we get Louis the llama maybe to be like a guest starred Kryptonian? Dude,
Please.
he can be
Instead
Super
of
Llama.
Crypto, can we just have we don't even want Crypto. I want Louis.
We need Super Llama.
Super
He,
Llama.
hey, he could be a Superman from another Earth, another world.
And I mean, you know,
An Earth
they
full
are
of
kind
llamas.
of other earthly. The llamas are not earthly, so I guess it would work out.
Could be another,
You know, they're not from this world.
or maybe he's a llama from the same planet that Brightburn is.
Oh,
Yeah, Brightburn
Okay.
llama.
yes. James Gunn is shaking. He wants to know.
Brightburn llama. Also, they are coming out with Llamageddon too.
That's so exciting.
They need more sequels.
Yes. We got Velocipaster sequels. We got Llamageddon sequels.
All the
I don't know what this year is shaping up to slap already. I like how with the first Llamageddon, the runtime is exactly 69 minutes.
Yeah, it is.
They did that on purpose.
yes.
Nice. Nice. If they don't uphold that for the second one, I'm gonna be a little bit let down. Unless they want to make it like 420. Well, okay. It was 420 minutes. Let me do some math here. What is 420? That's like 7 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't do math, guys. I'm a communication student.
It's all good.
You think I know how to do math? All right. That would be 7 hours. We could do like a Llamageddon 2 extended cut where it's 420 minutes and it is 7 hours of Llamageddon. So you could have 69, 420.
I'm gonna have to be drunk for that.
69, 420. Is that from? Dude, that's a lot of packing bowls.
Maybe
No,
for
you gotta be
Llamageddon
quiet.
too.
Remember-
Shut up! It released on 420.
Yep.
Maybe for Llamageddon too, we'll get the full herd.
Oh, please. Can I have some dramatic Llamageddon backstory? Like, I feel like there wasn't a lot of like dramatic backstory in this one. I want to see the llama's home planet. I want to know him personally.
I want to know the band that sang that song. I want them on CD.
So one thing Chad might like is Louis the llama actually rapes a character in this.
I was just gonna say, Chad's gonna love the rape scene. That's his
llama
thing.
baby.
That's how.
No, why?
Oh, he spit acid at him first, and then it turned him into a llama, like a weird kind of like gangly human llama thing, like
Yes,
half
like
human,
a
half
rare llama type of
Oh.
thing. Kind of like Cusco when he's like llama, but he's also Cusco.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Hey, could Cusco hook up with a llama from Llamageddon and have llama babies?
We'll never know.
Beautiful llama babies.
So, hello, LGBT community. Both of these are male llamas. Are we going to
It's an entire world of llamas. It could happen.
right?
Sequel.
I mean,
Call Disney. Get Cusco on the phone.
I would like
Frank's
to
gonna
see
be
the
there. He's gonna
Cusco
be the midwife.
directly. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. I'm throw back to our boy Patrick Warburton. But yeah, no, I would like to see a Cusco insert into the Llamageddon universe.
Well,
And now that we are going to have a Llamageddon,
well, here's the thing, because isn't the male
Lord
llama the one who
Jesus.
raped the guy? who
Yeah,
turned
he
into a
raped
llama?
a guy.
So
though.
then he started
did.
birthing.
2 men had babies in this.
oh, I mean, hey, you know what? With that being said, you're right. Those were guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen. Chad, if you're watching this is your movie. This
Make
is right up your alley, pal. You love those grotesque
I
rape
love
scenes.
Goat Simulator.
Oh,
Goat Simulator's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fun.
You
It's
play
so
it?
bad, but it's so fun.
Have you played Goat Simulator?
Of course I played Goat Simulator. Are you kidding me, dude?
It's just like
Legend goes earlier. He goes, hey, have you ever played a video game before?
He's like, do you know what video games are, Annie?
No, I've been living under a rock for 21 years. I've known nothing until I met you guys like a year ago. I'm sorry.
Well, congratulations. This is the
Thank
internet.
you. It's this is new for me. This is so
Oh
fun.
my gosh.
Yeah, Llamageddon, acid spit. Now I know like llamas are mean. Llamas are
Llamas are
very
jerks.
mean-spirited creatures, and Llamageddon captures that mean-spiritedness.
Which is why I'm
he's out
totally
here.
okay with getting llama
Oh,
socks
okay.
every year.
One of the best death scenes we get in this, and I gotta give mad props to Annie for this movie, is a llama beating a woman up.
It's so funny.
Punches her to death with his little llama paws. Like, do. Like, actually, like, you can tell he's punching her, not stomping on her. He's punching her.
Like he's out here like Kangaroo Jack.
Straight up punching her in the face.
It's so funny. I love the lack of effects in this movie because
just made
everything
punch
looks so forced. It's so good.
Oh, God. or the few characters that see the llama before all this happens,
Mhm.
and they're like, hey, why is there that creepy llama in the yard? And no one cares. They're like,
All the neighbors
they're
got
like,
the llama.
I saw some
llama.
really messed up thing out there. Or, not my llama, not my problem. Oh my god. It's written so poorly.
It's so bad.
It's
Like,
so
it is
bad.
genuinely a chore to get through every, because the writing. We've seen a lot of very
Mm-hmm.
amateur, very one and done draft writing on this show before. And I think this one is just they didn't even have a script. I think they just ad-libbed everything as they were rolling.
Probably.
Not my llama, not my problem.
Not my llama, not my problem.
One of the only goof for this film that is actually like listed on its webpage is that it was made. Like, you know, usually there's like, oh, you know, at this timestamp you can see so and so doing this, and then 5 minutes later that doesn't align or whatever, or maybe, you know, someone has a beard in this shot and then the next shot they're clean shaven or something like that, very obvious. When there's a boom mic or something, or if you're like season 8 of Game of Thrones, everything.
All those water bottles and Starbucks cups.
The water bottles, Jamie's hand being gone, the boom mics in the shop, the Starbucks cup, Daenerys and Jon making out, ran for some fucking reason. You guys get the point. But
yeah,
the only thing that's listed is that it was made. That's so funny to me. Because for being made in 2015, which it's got a birthday coming up on 4/20, very exciting. It feels like it was made in 2005. It feels like someone went out with like their handheld camera and then ran this through Adobe Premiere and edited it all together.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like something a bunch of high school students that
this is a high school film class.
Tricked someone into buying them beer, and they decided, hey, my aunt has a llama. We should film something with that llama. And this is what they put together.
No,
Louis the llama, my dear, star of the movie, stole the entire show. I'm telling you right now, the only character that I care about in this entire movie is Louis the llama.
Louis the llama.
You're a star. Don't ever change, my dear.
Louis, I look forward to seeing.
You know, here's the entire. This is how the entire movie came about. The llama has laser beams. It's gonna come down in the trailer, man. It's gonna destroy everything. We should write a movie. Give me a drink. Oh, that looks good. That does. Yes, no, maybe, water. That's how it's gonna go.
That's how it's gonna go.
And then
the trailer with the siding on it.
That 2x4 you can clearly see. Oh God. Or do you notice that everybody in the background, Katie pointing this out, everybody in the background for that scientist scene was wearing
they're wearing oversized t-shirts. They're not even wearing lab coats.
Yeah. They're
like you see two people wearing what looks like lab coats, and then all of the like background scientists are all wearing just oversized t-shirts and shorts.
Oh my God.
If you look at it, they're literally just wearing like 4 or 5 XL shirts over what they're wearing.
This is
movie is a gift that keeps on giving.
It's a classy movie. It's very, very classy.
You know,
it has wings like a spaceship. It has a door like a spaceship.
This is
it's red like a spaceship.
This is red like a spaceship. That's actually a line. It's red like a spaceship. It's so technologically advanced. It's so far ahead of us. It's a horse trailer with siding as wings.
First of all, see, I used to own horses, right? So first of all, why would you put siding on your horse trailer?
Because you wanted wings.
It's something that's not sad though. I was like, I'm looking at this fucking horse trailer, and I'm like, you're an idiot. You guys are so dumb. I'm like itching. I'm breaking out in hives, you know? Looking at the hyperfixating on the siding on the trailer. I'm like, it's aluminum for a reason. They're going to kick through the siding. And they're like, no, it looks like a spaceship.
It looks like
feels like a spaceship. I'm like, it's a spaceship.
Got those cardboard boxes in there.
My God.
Foil.
I'm kind of disappointed there wasn't like a cardboard box that they just stuck them.
There were cardboard boxes for the control switches.
Oh, duh, that's right. I was thinking of like a big, like one of those like Amazon boxes.
Oh, yes. Like a refrigerator box.
I know the cardboard box control switches. I was thinking like, you know, the whole thing, like if you buy a new bike or refrigerator or whatever, and you got the huge box And they didn't just stick Louis in there and send him on his way.
Hey, you like to swim with the fishes.
Mm-hmm.
I think my the big thing that I'm really missing for this film that I'm hoping if when and if we do get a sequel that it will happen in the sequel. I want one crazy conspiracy theorist that's all about aliens wearing a tinfoil hat. But instead of like a tinfoil hat, it needs to be a tinfoil hat with like llama ears.
Oh, I want the llamas in tinfoil hats.
Yes.
With like little holes for their ears.
Their ears to stick out. Little ears.
Ear holes.
They're not very little. Llamas are actually very big creatures.
Llamas are actually, yeah, you're right. Llamas are big. Like, they're surprisingly large.
Which is why I'm still totally okay with getting socks every year.
It's wool. It's not like their skin.
No,
it's their hair. It's like sheep.
Oh my god.
They shear them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are no llamas being. There's no llamas being sacrificed for your son.
I'm just saying, Mark. They're just getting a haircut.
But I got a pair of Uggs. What's the difference? There's a llama shoe the same way?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
No.
That'd be messed up.
No, what?
What?
How did you think that this happened?
I think he thought that you actually skinned a llama to make socks for him for some reason.
I've been under a rock for like the first 18 years of my life. It's okay.
Okay, well, Mark, Annie, Mark.
Nice to meet you. My pleasure. Charmed, I'm sure. You know what? I made a comment earlier about kind of the changes mid-scene and how drastic they are. I totally forgot that there is a scene where we have one of the characters with a beard, and then in the middle of the scene, it's gone.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
I forgot about that. It's just checking out.
Yeah.
I
I did not recall the beard being gone. I just know the shirt changed.
The shirt changed. You had
All
no
the
lab
time.
coats. I wonder what the budget was for this. Was it like a solid $20?
No.
Probably like $4,000.
$4,000?
I'm gonna say it right now, probably 4.
I would say so.
That would be my budget for this. $4,000.
Because you have to add the special effects, and then you also
Oh,
have
that's
to pay
right.
all the fees and fines that may or may not be associated with all the fire department, the police department, like
I think
filming
they had to
locations.
rent llamas.
No, I think the llama is already on the property.
You think that someone didn't just have like a llama? Because
I think they rented a llama.
No, I think that they already had it in the kit.
I
It
think
was
they
already there.
rented a llama.
You can own a llama.
You can. Like,
I
you can go
don't
on
own a
Craigslist
llama.
and you can find anything on there.
Yes, that is very true.
Including organs.
Yeah.
But we don't discuss
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah. My senior year of high school, we had someone buy a goat off of Craigslist and let him loose throughout the house.
That's amazing.
And I knew the guy that did it. I think he was a quarterback of the football team or something. And we're like, Colton, how did you do this? Where did you get a goat on such short notice? And he goes, I got him for $50 off of Craigslist. Like, it was something he did every day. I'm like, all right, man.
There you go.
Yes.
That poor goat.
$50 for a goat. That's not bad.
It's a reasonable price for a goat. That's the thing.
In Alaska, it's called bear bait
Or dinner.
or dinner.
Or dinner.
So follow up to this goat. Animal control. Did he get
Not
his
involved.
goat back or did they just take it?
He took him home.
Oh, he took the goat home. Okay. So
Goat?
does the goat like have a good life?
I would assume so. See, it's been
Okay.
like 3 years-ish since this happened. So we all kind of parted ways, and I never really followed up on the goat situation. I kind of wish I did. Yeah, no, because he held on to the goat. I remember him. We were like, what are you going to do with the goat? Are you going to return him? Are you going to donate him? Because, donate him to like an animal shelter or like a therapy or equine center or something like that. And he goes, no, I'm going to keep him.
There you
Keep
go.
the goat. Like, okay. I mean, that's your
the goat
$50
too.
we'll spend. Yeah, why
It's
not?
gonna eat everything though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little living trash cans.
Pretty
They're so
much.
unbothered. Goats are so fun.
Yeah. They are kind of fun and annoying.
Yeah, they're very fun.
Yep. Poor goat. It was named Dinner.
Dinner.
Oh.
And it actually responded to it too.
Oh.
That's messed up.
It was a good sized goat.
He didn't know. He's just out there. He doesn't know.
Oh no, he's not out there anymore. But you know.
Well, no, he was
like
out there.
Like the 4-H pig that you see. It's named Pork Chop.
Yep.
You're like, oh,
Bacon.
Bacon. I've known a pig named Bacon before. That's funny.
Bacon.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh man. How's that Llamageddon drink tasting?
It's not good.
I can't feel my face.
I'm sure you can't.
Ah.
I keep getting like
Wheat?
up in my throat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had a little bit of it. I keep getting it up in my throat.
It's better than Xavier.
we don't talk about Xavier.
Never mind.
You know, after a night of sleeping over at my friend's house snoring, my throat just hurts. That's not from snoring.
No one of my coworkers actually said that today.
I had to look at him like, you know, you didn't get that from snoring, right?
Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh.
And then after that, you get
such an interesting little team that you work with at work. I've heard so many great stories about your staff.
Yeah.
You gotta get out of there. You guys gotta get out of there.
Oh gosh.
Well, I mean, I hired them, so what do you expect?
Yeah.
You're a totally different person within your interview and once you're hired.
Yeah.
True.
Like, would
All
you
right.
hire someone that's, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I was gonna say, would you hire someone that's like, hey, my throat's super sore during my interview? I'm like, yeah, right on, dude, you got the job.
Yeah.
You're gonna blacklist someone because their throat's sore?
Well, I mean, if their throat's sore, knee sore, something's up.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Fluffers be fluffing.
I wasn't even going there with that. What if they had allergies and they were planting something outside?
Anywho, any Hoosiers.
Can't assume.
Any Hoosiers. So, before we get any more
You want
off
more of this?
topic, I am not touching that.
I'm getting really here.
Where would
Pour
you
it out.
rank? Where would you rank Llamageddon
Ooh.
on our list so far?
So, me personally, I really enjoyed the theme song, and I really enjoyed the animated sequence.
Okay.
Also,
Which
I
have
thought
definitely two highlights in the movie. That's hodgepodge of just being genuinely bad.
I thought that Louis and all of his abilities, like his laser beams, his like kung fu fists of fury, and his like
He just starts
basically
punching the
acid
woman.
spit and everything. He was a very interesting villain. You know, the rape scene I could have done without.
Yeah.
The creepy llama babies I could have done without.
Yeah.
But you know what, Louis, good for you. You're getting it.
He's a star, baby.
You're a star.
You're a star.
I would say, is this a bad movie? Yes. Is it a horrible, like, complete shit show? No. I really liked Louis, and I really liked certain parts of this film.
Yeah.
I would put this not quite as high as, like, Thanksgiving, but I would definitely put this over, like, Leprechaun Origins.
Yeah,
And, like,
that's more than fair.
I would definitely put this way above Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
Hey, at least
It's
that had a
way
story.
better than that. This has a story. It's
has
a
a
llama
story.
fucking up people's party
Yeah.
and having llama babies,
Yes.
laser beams.
You know
Pay
what song should have been
attention.
the best thing playing in the background?
What?
Llama in my living room.
Yes. Missed opportunity.
But I'm sure that was
They probably couldn't afford that
probably
song though.
couldn't.
They needed to pay for the rights, exactly.
Wait, actually, when did that song come out? It was after that.
Yeah, probably after that.
Hmm.
So, what do you guys think? How bad is it? Where would you put it on the scale? We're gonna let Annie vote last because it's her movie.
Yeah, I was gonna let Mark go ahead. I'm looking up Llama in my living room.
Let's see. So between all the bad,
it came out in 2017.
Okay, so it's after this.
It's
okay.
after.
So she probably saw the movie.
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
It could have been an inspiration.
Yeah, probably.
Oh God.
So how bad was it?
How bad was it, and where would you rank it? Is it better or worse than Hogzilla?
Better.
It's better than Hogzilla. Where would you put it? Like in between what films? What would you put it like underneath? What would you put it above?
See, Debra Party Massacre Party 3 is still pretty bad.
Worse than this?
Yeah.
Okay. What's better than this?
The Room.
Well, The Room is fantastic.
Yeah,
That's just honestly, The Room is just like Oscar-worthy performances all around. I mean,
hi, doggy.
He saves money from the bank. So
Love The Room.
So wait, do you donate money to him? Is that what he saves his money from the bank?
He saves money from the bank. So
There you go.
God, I love The Room. Okay.
Oh, hi, Mark. Annie, where would you rank it?
I'm gonna put it next to Velocipaster.
Okay.
Just because I think that the two are very similar in
Budget?
kind of theme and tone and execution. Was it that bad? Of course it was that bad, you know. It was definitely that bad. I think that a lot of the technical issues, a lot of the way that they decided to go about putting this entire thing together was very subpar, but it was just as bad as I expected it to be. I didn't go in with high hopes of Oscar level performance or, you know, top-notch graphics. Was it fun? It was different. It was definitely different. We see a different type of villain. Yeah, we got Louis. We got some animation. I think it was a lot of fun to watch. It was definitely hard to watch. It was hard to stomach at points, especially with like the rape scene and the really uncomfortable sex scene. And the baby llamas. I was like, what am I looking at here? Whoa, you know, I had to like take a break. I was like, what the fuck? But other than that, I think it's exactly what I expected it to be. And I think it lives up to his reputation.
Yeah.
So, Chris Barrett has something in the chat. I am officially the champion for the
undefeated, my girl.
in a row. I'm undefeated or
undefeated.
That bad Hogzilla.
The champ.
Here, it's gross. But Hogzilla undefeated. All challengers welcome. You ain't unseating.
You're looking at the both of them.
You are not unseating this hog.
That was a pretty bad movie.
Oh gosh,
so
such a bad movie. So,
All
right. While we still have everybody here,
before we deviate from the topic at hand and talk for another 3 hours.
Next week is Easter, so we have decided we are going to actually pass on next week's episode so that everyone can observe Easter and hang out with their families, you know, go hunting for smegs, drink some spirited drinks, get dressed up, maybe
Actually, when you had Easter eggs, do you have to wait like a few weeks and then go find
no.
them? Okay.
I mean, you can if they're plastic,
No.
but I wouldn't if they're
We're not hiding actual eggs for them to like decompose. If that's what you want to do, be my guest, but don't let Cat near them.
But you won't
Just do that like on your own time.
But when we return the Sunday after, we will be discussing my choice, which
is
a classic from my childhood,
Uh-huh.
Warriors of Virtue.
Oh my god.
A film that we have slightly discussed on here a little bit. Yes, it is that kung fu kangaroo movie. It's fantastic. It's the one from the memes. If you're wondering, like, oh, is it the kangaroo movie from the memes? Yes, it is. It just is. Annie, I'll send you a link. I know where I can find it for us to
Awesome.
watch.
Awesome.
But it's a hot mess of a movie.
You have kangaroos doing kung fu. I don't know how that can be good.
It's gloriousness.
What's so bad about it?
You need to watch it.
You have to watch.
You just gotta watch it to find out. I will say to everyone, it is available here on
what year did that come
YouTube. 93, 96, something like that.
Was it 96?
I don't know.
I think I may have seen it.
Hold on. Warriors of Egypt. Oh my god. See, this is one that I have not seen yet.
Warriors of Virtue.
97.
97. Yeah. Okay.
So I definitely saw that.
It is directed by so the director is Chinese.
Okay.
So we'll have some authenticity.
Yeah.
I don't know how authentic it's gonna be.
Who's doing kung fu? Why not?
Man.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. I don't want to spoil this for anyone. Just watch the movie. It's available here on YouTube. And it's a fun ride. I'm just gonna say it right now. It's a fun ride.
I was asking about a kung fu movie. I'm glad you delivered.
There you go. It was between this or a talking dog movie, and I was having a hard time finding somewhere to stream it. So, possible hint.
A generic talking dog movie, or is the name of the movie a talking dog movie?
No, it's a different talking dog movie than the.
Okay. I was like, is there actually?
There's a lot of movies where dogs talk in them.
I'm like, wow, that's
about one in
wide net to cast.
I don't want to waste.
And there are a lot of really bad talking dog movies too. Where they have to like animate the little mouth flap going and.
Yeah.
Airbuddies, Snow Buddies.
I used to love Airbud. He has never once spoken. He's done all these different sports, all this and that. But all of a sudden, he and his lady dog friend pop out some puppers, and the puppies can all talk.
Mm-hmm. Which it's like, yeah. Can his lady friend talk? Did we ever get that closure?
I don't think so.
I don't remember that.
I might need to revisit the Airbud series and find out.
I'd rather not.
The first one's really good.
No.
The first Airbud movie is really good.
It's very cute.
It
is so cute.
It's all about rescuing an animal and abuse and just, finding your forever home and all that. And it's
no Marley and Me, but it'll do.
Yeah.
Marley and Me, that dog's stomach rolled. Very sad.
Oh no.
That's what happened to the dog.
I haven't seen Marley and Me forever. I never watched, I had a yellow lab growing up, so I didn't want to watch Marley and Me.
Okay.
Until after my dog passed. So I was like, that's my Marley, I'm not gonna watch it. And then my dog passed.
Hound dogs are it's a pretty common thing for hound dogs to have their stomachs roll. Mm-hmm. And we've always had hounds. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened to our beagle Pearl, who passed away a couple years ago. And she was really old. She was 17.
Oh yeah, they live. Dogs can live for a while in the right conditions.
She was a sausage of a dog, and her stomach rolled. So it is what it is.
She liked me. Yeah.
Mark, were you part of the reason why she was sausage? Did you just give her table scraps all the time?
No, she got fixed and she's ballooned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
we're not discussing it.
Not talking about it unless you really want to.
Pearl tried to rape Mark's arm.
First encounter.
Oh.
Okay. Llamageddon Mark's arm.
Mark's having little beagle babies, I guess.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Oh my god.
Coming nowhere near you.
All right, so Chris Barrett is saying yes, Mrs. Airbud can talk. Okay,
Mrs. Airbud.
Mrs. Airbud. There you go. I don't remember what that dog's name is.
Do you remember when George Lopez was the Chihuahua?
Yes.
Yes.
Beverly Hill Chihuahuas or whatever it was. And it was like Jennifer Lopez. I remember I used to watch those on Disney Channel religiously when they would come out. Because that's what it was. It was the big TV movie event. And, you know, they'd hype it up for like 6 months. And then you'd watch it and it would be the same thing over and over again.
And you loved it, didn't you?
I did. I absolutely ate it up.
Yes.
I absolutely was about it. All like 3 Beverly Hill Chihuahuas. But they would do the same thing. They would do for like the High School Musical series. They do for the Camp Rock series.
Descendants.
The Descendants.
I know they're doing
Descendants
that.
was a little bit past my time. I think I was Disney Channel up until like Hannah Montana movie, whatever, like 2012, 2013. But man, they used to really ham that the fuck up. They
still do.
They do.
My niece really loves the zombie movies.
Oh.
I know. I got really excited. I took her to Spirit Halloween, and they had like the zombie armbands or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. They're called Z bands apparently, and she got really excited about it, so she got one. I don't know.
I remember, like, do you remember when Disney Channel, like, in the early to mid 2000s would do like the really like the Halloween month of horror or whatever it was?
They still do.
Yeah.
They do? Oh, that's awesome.
I know ABC Family used to do that as well. And it would be like a lot of Alvin the Chipmunks.
Yep.
A lot of Hocus Pocus, which is also Disney.
Are they still working on that second Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, but you know, COVID slowed down everything. The book came out though.
There was a book?
The book for it. Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, there's a book for it.
So,
the book, it's their daughter.
Oh.
The two, so Max and Allison have a daughter in the sequel or in the book sequel, whatever. And it's her dealing with the Sandersons.
Oh, interesting.
And
so we still have the Sanderson sisters.
So it's been a good chunk of time. So I think we could reasonably have that exact storyline. Like
I think that would be more than logical to follow. Yeah, you know, especially with the age to the Sanderson sister trio and the age to the cast that was originally Max, and you know, yeah, I remember they announced it, and there was a bunch of pictures from behind the scenes being posted, and I was like, that is so cool. And then I just never heard anything about it again.
No more.
Chris Barrett in the chat mentions Halloween Town. I remember Halloween Town. Halloween Town was so cool. Oh my god, I loved
giant.
That's what I vividly remember.
Yeah,
I remember that, and I remember my Babysitter the Vampire or something like that. Yep.
Never Cry Werewolf.
Oh,
starring
yeah.
Nina Dobrev.
Yes.
I watched that movie 1,000,000 times. Love that movie. What was it? Under Wraps, the Mummy movie that they had. Where it was like your friend the Mummy.
Oh my god. Yeah.
My Mom's Dating a Vampire.
Then there was Twitches, Lucia and Tamara, the Twitches.
Yes, Twitches. I remember that. Yes.
And the other was, oh my god, Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. I remember that.
I know the song was in that. I know that, but I never actually watched that. I know she was in it.
This is all coming back to me.
So much Disney.
So much Disney.
I lived under a rock.
So Alvin and the Chipmunks The Curse of the Werewolf or whatever, when
Mhm.
Theodore turns into a werewolf and he's that little chunky werewolf with those big chubby cheeks. It's like the cutest thing ever. And then he has to fight the werewolf at the end. It's this little tiny little chunk of a chipmunk fighting this big strong werewolf. Greatest thing ever. Greatest thing
I remember
ever.
going to the theater to watch the animated Chipmunks movie and thinking like that was like the coolest thing ever.
The new one?
The new one. And then
I
they
love how
brought
to
it.
say the new one, but it's kind of.
I don't even know. Like, you know what I mean? The new one.
That
It's so old.
the
Yeah.
Chipmunks movie
The Chipmunks
was one of our first like solo dates.
Yep.
The
No.
original live action Chipmunks movie was one of our first solo dates.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Up. Without like a big group of people and everything.
Was that your choice or Mark's choice?
I think it was my
I
choice.
think it was yours.
I think it was. I know he took his sister to see the Squeak Wall without me, and I got really upset with him. I didn't talk to him for like a week.
She wanted to see it.
I wanted to see it too.
Okay, whatever.
It could have taken us both.
You were busy. I think you were at work that night.
You
Pick a different night. She was a munchkin. Pick a different night.
She wanted to go see it then, so I
Ah.
said, sure. Sure.
Oh God. Or
I think I may or may
I
have
think there's
not
like
gone
4
around
of
to
those
class
movies
too.
now. Because there's also like the road ship, I think.
Mhm.
And then there's one where they're like stuck on an island, I think.
Is there really 4 of them?
I think there's 4 of them.
Are there 4 of them?
I've never seen Road Ship and I've never seen the one where they're on islands, but I swear I've seen trailers for both. I don't know.
Oh my God, there is 4 of them.
Boom.
Great golfers in this. Why is Zachary Levi in this? What the hell? No. Zachary Levi? I'm gonna get you out of there, Zachary Levi.
He's
Why
Shazam,
are
right?
He's Shazam, yeah.
He wasn't Shazam then. Wasn't he like
He was
Chuck
the
then or
fucking-
something?
Oh my God. Was
Like
he? No,
Chuck?
he was Flynn Rider.
I know, but wasn't he Chuck?
Was
at the
he
same
Chuck?
time? I thought he was Chuck.
Yes, he was Chuck.
How do you remember this?
He was
I'm a
also
wealth of
Fangirl.
useless knowledge. You should know this.
You're right.
I've said this a million times. I'll say it again. I'm a wealth of useless knowledge.
Okay, which
Oh,
way's north?
Zachary Levi.
I don't know. Give me a compass.
With no compass. Which way's north?
I don't know. One of those stars will tell us. I don't know. I said useless knowledge, not useful knowledge. That's what I got you for.
Which star?
One of the stars up there will tell us. There's a north one up there, right? Right? I don't know, Mark. I don't outdoors. You know this. What I got you for?
Mark's considering a divorce law.
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
It was fun while it lasted.
Reason for divorce: my wife doesn't know what the North Star.
Okay, so no. Reason- I think I broke him. No, but
You're mute, right?
no, I unmuted it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't really know directions either. I could probably get lost in a brown paper bag if you gave me half a shot.
Mhm.
But, you know.
It's true.
It is true. You know it's true. I still get lost in my hometown.
Okay. No, I'm right there with you.
So
I need, like, if you give me a map, I will hand it right back to you. I need
I-
like, landmarks. I need.
I have this lovely thing right here. I just ask it where I should go.
Yeah,
And it tells me everywhere.
that helps. I don't know what I would do without a digital map. Like, I can go somewhere 100 times and I'd be like, wait, where do I turn? You know, even going to work, it's a 15-minute drive and it's 3 turns in total. Driving back in the dark, I'm like, I'm going to miss my turn, you know?
I missed my turn one time, like crazy bad, when I was commuting back and forth from Ball State.
Mm-hmm.
And I must have cried for a good hour in the car because I was so lost.
Oh, no.
And my phone was dead at the time. I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
No. I moved over the summer and I was trying to get to work, and the usual way that I was going to work was blocked off. There was like a crash or something at the intersection that I usually take. And I turned around and I didn't like the alternative way is not that hard to find. And I called my dad and I started crying. I was like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm not gonna be able to go to work. I'm gonna get fired. They're gonna fire me, you know, and I'm like sobbing. And he's just yelling at me. He's like, you know where to go? And I'm like, I don't know where to go. And I'm like driving through the town 5 or 6 times. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. And I'm just driving aimlessly. And I got my radio all the way up. I'm trying not to look at anyone.
Did you try like pulling over and calling your work and crying? Because that does work. I'm just saying.
I thought about it, but I like my managers too much to subject them to that.
That would work. Crying into work? Nope.
If you cry and say, I'm lost, I'm trying to figure out how to get to work and you're crying, I'm pretty sure they'll allow her to be late. I'm just saying.
Oh, wait,
yeah, I could have, but I figured it out, you know, before. It was like, I got there early anyway. You know, that was the thing. It's like, I show up early enough where I can't be like, I got lost. Yeah, no, that's not gonna, you know, like, I'm there 15 minutes early. I can't be like, sorry, guys. Ooh, darn, 45 minutes late because I couldn't find Main Street, you know, on a street that has 2 streets or a place that has 2 streets.
Yeah.
But not fun. Not fun at all.
I walked into this. What happened?
Oh, we're talking about her.
We're talking about being directionally challenged.
Oh. So there was a delivery I made once. It was literally in the middle of nowhere.
Ooh.
And when I say literally middle of nowhere, it was 1-ton bridges and dirt roads.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the middle of nowhere.
That is. You gotta ask yourself, how do people live out there?
Easily.
Well, easily, but like when you're off the map so significantly.
You gotta just know what you're doing.
Maybe it's like wrong turn and, you know, people just come through and then they don't come out.
It was Amish.
Maybe it's like wrong turn and people just come through and they don't come out.
How do you think the Amish community grows?
Right?
They
need that fresh blood. It's like the foundation.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So, Chris Barrett, how many episodes of Solar Opposites do you have left, Kat? Some about 3 or 4 in. I've been trying to like not finish it because Mark hasn't started the 2nd season yet and he gets mad at me. So I'm going to be rewatching those episodes anyway. But Solar Opposites on Hulu,
you
fantastic.
just really shorted yourself there. You started without me.
Yeah, you already knew this.
But did you?
You already knew this.
Why?
Because
Okay, fine.
the Solar Opposites.
Sit here.
I've been debating
regret
on
nothing.
starting Invincible. I know you guys recommended the comic to me yesterday, but I've seen a lot of it through my social media, just people watching it on Amazon Prime. And I want to start it, but I also want to read the comic first and then start it. But I also don't want to let it be, you know, fall out of relevancy.
I would just say go ahead and start watching it.
Okay.
And then if it really captivates you, really takes you, go back to the source material from there.
Oh, okay. Simple. Yeah.
And then, hey, I mean, the writing prowess of the Annie Banks and the mainframecomiccon.com, shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Please read my writing.
A compare and contrast between the source
Yeah.
material.
Oh, shit. That's a great idea. I should be doing that more. I need to start working on comparing and contrasting source material. That's a really smart idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
On your left.
If you want to get those views up on Mainframe, read some reviews. Some of them spoilers, some don't. Some are just news pieces, but there's, I realized there's not a lot of news in the entertainment world as of late, besides the Black Adam release date announced today. But like, what is it? July 29th? Like, there's your entire article right there. Hey, by the way, July 29th, mark your calendars, 2022.
Pierce Brosnan.
And then, did you hear about the SpongeBob episodes that are being pulled by Nickelodeon?
No.
What's being pulled on them?
So Nickelodeon internally decided they weren't canceled or anything. But they said that they took away what's the one with the panty raid where they take Mr. Krabs out?
Oh yeah, and they go to Mrs. Puff's and her mom.
Yes.
And they steal their panties.
They're not going to be airing that one anymore, and then they're going to take away the snail race one because they say it's. There was a statement. They're like, "Yeah, we think it's like not appropriate for the current state of children."
What? Okay, sure. There you go.
It's okay.
But my thing about that is that I'm interested that it hasn't been like quote unquote canceled. That Nickelodeon and the SpongeBob team was like, we're gonna do this ourselves, because I never heard any concern about it before. There's a lot in SpongeBob that you can be like, that could be canceled, that could be something troublesome, where these are like, what's the worst thing about the snail race one? Squidward Tortellini? Are you kidding me? It's one of my favorite episodes. I had a friend growing up that she was a very sheltered child. Did I tell you guys this, that she never seen SpongeBob?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the SpongeBob movie. Long
story short, a friend of mine had never seen SpongeBob growing up, and I decided before we went off to college, because she went to Scotland, that we were going to show her SpongeBob for the first time. So we got together, a bunch of our friends and I got together, and we made like a whole watch party out of it. We ordered food, we had drinks going, we had all that good stuff. And we played the band class episode. Objectively, one of the best episodes.
It's won awards.
Yeah.
That one episode.
It's phenomenal. And we are just like, it's my friends and I who have seen it before, we're quoting along with it. We're loving the hell out of it. We're having a great time. And it ends. And I look over at her and go, hey, what'd you think? And she goes, I could have gone without watching it. She goes, yeah, I don't see the hype behind it. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, this is the episode. She goes, yeah, it's fine.
You know what you do then? You show her the episode with Squidward moving to the pound full of Squidward and all of that, and then see her reaction. And if she says that's a good place, you look at her and say, thanks, Squidward. That'll be all, bud.
She is kind of Squidward. I haven't seen her in like 3 years. But
maybe she's
Squidward. She's kind of Squidward.
So are you saying that's kind of like the movie John Malkovich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Or being John Malkovich.
Speaking of SpongeBob, we did have Clancy Brown on Mainframe Comic Con. He's the voice of Mr. Krabs.
There you go.
And he looks exactly as you would think he looks. He looks like he could be like a sailor today. It's a lot of fun. He's such a nice guy.
He probably was a sailor.
He was a sailor?
Maybe. I would assume
Mr. Krabs was a sailor. I don't know if Clancy Brown was a sailor.
Yeah.
So, Annie, did you start watching Baketopia yet?
Wait,
not yet.
What?
Baketopia on HBO Max. It is the baking show. They teamed up with Rosanna Panciano from Nerdy Nummies.
That's right.
I started watching it. I watched the first episode of it, And I will tell you, if you're a fan of like Sugar Rush and Nailed It, it's the exact same formula as that.
Okay.
Where it's like 3 contestants, they have various challenges, and then by the end of it, somebody wins a cash prize.
Oh, how cool. Kind of like a Great British Bake Off type thing.
I was hoping it'd be more like the Great British Bake Off, where it'd be like a large class and they'd like whittle it down each episode. That's what I was hoping for. But I mean, I'm cool with the like one and done episodes with people too.
Yeah. But, growing up, I watched like Chopped and Cake Boss and what was the other cake show on Food Network? Well, okay, Cake Boss was TLC, but Food Network, I swear they had a cake show, like a cake baking competition show.
Is it called Cake Off?
Cake Off?
No. Hold on.
Great.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
That's gonna bother me now. You know, it was like Alton Brown doing his Alton Brown thing, where he'd be the host in every Food Network show.
I like MasterChef. I like Gordon Ramsay.
MasterChef is fun.
Oh, I regret nothing. Gordon Ramsay is hot.
I love. Have you seen Gordon Ramsay on TikTok?
No.
He's so fun. It's so funny.
I follow him.
He's funny.
There you go.
He's like, oh my gosh, no! What are you doing? Why? What is this? I've
seen the video of him critiquing TikTok recipes.
Yes.
And asking what they're doing.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what he does.
Okay, I saw that on
hang
YouTube.
out with his daughter and he'll do the fun dances.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that, you know. He's someone that I would love to meet. I would like to have. I think that the 3 horsemen in the apocalypse are Bobby Flay. 4 horsemen are going to be Bobby Flay, Alton Brown, Guy Fieri, and Gordon Ramsay.
There you go.
Maybe.
I love Guy Fieri. I think he's the coolest person ever. We have a couple of Guy Fieri restaurants near me, like Guy Fieri like establishments where he's visited too and shot Triple D episodes in, and I'm like, that's a Guy Fieri place. One of my coworkers was going to one in my hometown, and my manager, her boyfriend is also from my hometown, and she's like, oh my god, we've been there, you know, and we're talking about it, and I go, oh, have you ever been there before? And she goes, no. And I said, you know, that's a Guy Fieri staple, you know, that's like the claim to fame. And she goes, oh my god, no way, you know, like she acted like it was like unreal. I'm like, yeah, like look it up, I'll send you the link. She goes, I have to, you know, I go, I'm leaving right now, I'm leaving early, I'm headed over there right now. And I was like,
there you go.
You know, I asked her when I saw her the next week, and I go, Laurel, what did you think of this place? And she goes, oh my god, this was the best chicken I've ever had. Really? Because it is good food, but she was like gushing, and I was like, perfect. I was so excited to hear about what you thought.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Did he? I think he actually did a review of the Triple X.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I think he did, because I think in his cookbook there's like a recipe for Triple X.
Yeah.
And like the Good Eats cookbook.
Yeah.
The Dives and Diners and all that.
I think there's a picture hanging on the wall.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Dines, Drive-ins, and Drive-ins or whatever.
Yeah.
Diners, Dives, and Drives.
Yeah.
One of my...
Keep going.
Go ahead. I was going to say, one of my high school friends, I still keep in touch with her. She's super cool. And I don't even remember what it is. She's the type of person that she laughs at everything, you know, like I could say something and she'd be like, oh my, like she'd just like die laughing. And we used to go to Chinatown a lot. And she would, I'm serious, we used to go to Chinatown a lot. Like every weekend we would go to Chinatown and just hang out and not watch people die and do karaoke. But there was this one particular restaurant that we would go to often. Not every time, but often. And her number one thing was that she wanted a Food Network special there because it was a Bill Clinton approved establishment.
Cricket, 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 cricket.
I don't know. But like legitimately, like outside of the restaurant, there's a picture of Bill Clinton.
That's your claim to fame. Hold on to it.
She's like, there should be a special. And I go, why? Like every time we'd go there, that was like a reoccurring thing that she'd bring up. And she'd point at the Bill Clinton picture.
Because Bill Clinton shit here, everyone.
Bill Clinton.
So I really like watching the grocery games.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Like supermarket, they've got to do like all these different random games and then throw together their dishes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I watch the grocery games a lot.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're mindless and they're fun.
Another one that's on HBO Max. Well, I'm still talking about HBO Max and like cooking shows. Selena and Chef is kind of adorable.
Chef? I love Chef. Love my boy Jon Favreau.
It's so Selena Gomez with insert celebrity chef or, you know, up and coming chef here, and they're both like at home with cameras and everything, and they're teaching her how to cook whatever.
Oh, okay.
Apparently she can't cook at all, so technical difficulties with the Annie Banks, everyone. But Selena and Chef's really adorable, and there's a few things on there I really want to try, but you know. And, you know, since Annie's not here at the moment because she's kind of like roboting out, we'll go into some of the Netflix Hall of Fame for like cooking stuff. So, of course, we've got like our Sugar Rush, we've got our Nailed It, things like that. Of course, the Great British Baking Show, like that's all the way up here, of course. But one that I think no one ever really talks about, and it's actually an anime. Food Wars.
Yeah.
So Mark and I just like love Food Wars and marathon through that every time. But I love it whenever Mark watches Food Wars because it always makes him want to actually cook whatever.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Fried rice. Fantasticness.
Fried rice is easy.
Yeah, but you made it with like eggs and chicken. It was good nonsense.
Yeah.
Some good nonsense.
Okay.
Annie Banks, you're back.
I'm back. I don't know what happened. I apologize. My phone is being a little bit wonky. Yeah.
Just rambling on about the cooking shows on various platforms.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all good.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm trying to make sure I have service.
That Llamageddon really is kicking my butt.
That Llamageddon sure cursed me. Chris Spirit says Chef is dead. Oh, he's talking about Chef from South Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When is the last time you guys watched South Park?
Oh, we just watched the
Did you watch the vaccination special?
Yes.
How was that? Was it good?
Good. It was fun.
It was good. Okay.
So, do you want spoilers or do you not want spoilers?
Yeah, please go ahead.
The boys separate and they have to work out a custody agreement for Kenny on who's going to
do not.
On
They did.
Oh, they did because
totally
they
did.
were trying to keep it together. They were trying to keep the bromance together for Kenny, but it just didn't work out. So they had a whole schedule worked out. They had Trolls headphones and like his little iPad for him to play on while they were discussing all this.
Yeah.
And it was really funny. And then it was
I
so
heard really
funny.
good things, so
They
I have to go back and watch it.
You need to watch it.
I do. I don't know why I put it off for so long. I've heard just like really because I know South Park has been hit or miss as of late.
Yeah.
I just know that it's very back and forth as into like how good it's been. I know it was on hot streak for a while and then kind of
the whole like Integrity Farms storyline they had going on there was really good, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And like Stan's father just basically being the hot mess of a human being that he is was pretty golden.
Yeah, that is true.
The boys were a little hit or miss there for a few episodes, but I definitely feel like a lot more of the extensive cast and just supporting cast has kind of stepped up a bit. So I've enjoyed that. Also, Mickey Mouse has made so many appearances the last few seasons. He's back.
Oh my god,
he's back, and it's very funny.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this soon. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
I didn't know what a Penglodon was until recently. A Pendulodon. I kind of wish I didn't know what a Pendulodon was, because apparently Mickey Mouse hooked up with one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris.
You know what? I got it.
Pendulodon? I don't know. Chris, they don't kill off Kenny anymore because his family ran out of money and they can't clone him anymore.
Yep.
That was the actual reason they gave several seasons ago as to why they don't kill off Kenny anymore. Because they used to kill off Kenny every single episode, and then they just stopped completely.
Ran out of money to kill him.
Ran out of money.
They ran out of money.
Integrity. I also anything to do with the Coon and Friends is like the greatest thing known to mankind. I have the Coon's pop figure. He's fantastic. I love me.
Do you really?
Cartman. Yes, I do. The Coon is my boy.
What a fun parody. Oh my god. We need more Coon and Friends.
Yes.
I am about more Coon and Friends. I will like, even if they did a spin-off where it's just like inserts, like episodettes or little vignettes.
I know they got the video game Fractured Butthole.
Yes.
It was really fun.
Fractured Butthole. Yep.
It was a lot of fun. Even like the Stick of Truth, which was like Lord of the Rings meets Game of Thrones meets all of these various properties all together in one. That was a lot of fun as well. I do have a princess.
The more parodies they do, the better they become. I think that, like, especially with like, I want to see more Randy and Lord.
The I am Lord, Lord. I
like Lord a lot. I'm a Lord fan, so seeing that, I was like, oh my god. But that's how Lord is.
Lord.
Chris said there is no one that said the practice was good, was fun. We said
that a fractured butthole was fun.
Is PC Principal still around?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god, I love it.
I don't want to spoil it for you. I don't want to spoil it for you. But
okay,
you're
that's where I stopped. Like,
strong woman.
Introduce PC Principal.
PC Principal and strong woman. His vice principal.
That's right. That's kind of like the last couple things, and then yeah, I remember the trolls and the Danish.
Member berries.
I don't know why I ever fell off of South Park. I don't know why.
Imagination Land.
Imagination. That's way back in South Park lore. If you really want to talk about Osimo.
Yep. I remember Osimo. I like Butters. And his little Magneto arc.
Mysterion.
Yes. Mysterion.
Butters is grounded during the pandemic, and he's not allowed to leave his room.
Oh my god, no way. Okay. The more you tell me about this special, the more I regret not watching it.
You need to watch it. You need to watch it.
I do.
It's on streaming.
Okay. I have to do that. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Okay. I want a full report. I want a write-up of...
I will give you a write-up. I will give you a write-up, Kat.
Okay.
I will give you a 500 to 700.
Single spaced, Missy. Don't you double space it and like cheat those paragraphs. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I know all the tricks. I did them all.
And send you the whole thing in one big fucking word wall.
Yes.
No punctuation and no paragraphs. It's just text. I can do that. I can do that. And he tries. I do appreciate his effort, but I'll get his wrestling pieces, and it's just like essay. Oh my god! Like, okay, I gotta break this bad boy up.
Yeah, but we love him. It's okay.
We do love him. He's been awfully quiet. I gotta get back at him about giving me wrestling content. I know nothing. I gotta hound him. I gotta get on him about that.
Oh, I thought somebody was gonna come in and yell at you about bronzer.
Not today.
That's normally what happens around this time.
Yeah, no, not today. I locked and I was like, do not enter. I made a public warning that I was locking myself in my room for this, and they're like, okay.
There you go.
All right.
But I mean, did you change the lock so she can't pick the lock anymore? Like you put a steel.
It doesn't even lock, Mark. You pull the handle up and the door unlocks.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a couple locks like that. You just jiggle the door handle enough.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you need to take a hairpin or a credit card and swipe it, or like jiggle it through the little hole.
Or you just buy a kit off of Amazon.
That too.
Yeah.
You just like pull the door handle upwards, and her door locks. So if I want to go bother her and the door's locked, I can't just click the thing, right? I actually have to make an effort and stand outside and knock. No, she can just walk right in. She comes and goes like a cat.
So does it swing open or does it swing into the room?
It's into the room.
It swings into the room.
Just get a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have enough space. I could wedge it between my dresser or my vanity.
Just
get a folded chair.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could just take it out of your closet or something and then just like prop it.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah. All right.
Or like
tomorrow I'm gonna watch the South Park special, dig a folded chair.
And wedge under the handle.
Yep.
Wedge it under. Yep. Does it actually work? Is that like legitimate tech? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to do that to get my roommate in college to leave me alone.
Was she that bad?
I would barricade her out of her own room. Yes. This is the same one that threw my Garfield stuffed animal out a window, that tore my comics in half, and smashed my Starfire statue.
Why?
Because she was psycho.
What's wrong with her? She sounds
psycho. She also threw a beer in my face, but that didn't work.
How did you even end up living with this person?
We were friends, like, you know, we were younger, and then she just kind of became a bit of a shut-in in college for some reason. And then she'd get mad if you like breathed too loud or like turned a light on in the middle of the day.
What?
That was fine with me. I don't know why.
I remember one of the few times I did go out drinking and then went back to the dorms. She threatened to call the RA in. Freaking narc.
My God, it's like you can't go out and have fun during your college years. Ooh.
Yeah, pretty much.
Last year I had a roommate like that. We only lasted half a semester, or half a full year, so one semester.
Mhm.
She wouldn't talk to me. She sent me an email and she was like, "Hey, it's me, your roommate. I hate you. Please don't ask to go to parties with me. I'm not going to take you. Please don't ask to spend time with me. We're not friends." And then she moved out.
Fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What? Didn't even try.
Well, I didn't know how to so if I knew, I replied to the email. Whatever I said would be in writing. And that could be held against me. And if I said something to her, like, she clearly didn't want to talk to me. And like, it was just like walking on eggshells for like a month. And then she just packed up and left. And it was like, "My bitch, don't ever come near me again."
That's
like,
why...
it was, I would wake up. I would get up and get ready for classes, and I'd be getting ready, and she'd wake up and turn off the lights on me.
Yep.
And then go back to bed.
What the heck? That's okay.
So I'd be like sitting in the dark, and I'd have to turn them back on, and it would go back and forth. What else? Oh, she took all of my stuff out of our shared fridge and just dumped it all over my bed.
Wait,
So,
like, okay, did the dormitory provide you with the fridge?
No. So I brought in the microwave, and she brought in her fridge.
So then, did she ever use your microwave?
Yes.
Okay, then you have full advantage to use her fridge.
Yeah. You know what? Thing of the past. Definitely a thing of the past. I'm actually meeting. I'm tomorrow after my classes. I'm meeting with a couple of people that I'm going to be probably living with this upcoming fall. So we're going to be shooting for like a suite style dorm, because my school doesn't offer apartments. So we're going to do like apartment style, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. So I don't know either of these girls, but we're going to meet up after class and go get some dinner and see if we are compatible.
If you mesh.
There you go.
If you mesh.
And you know what? They seem very nice from what I can tell from like the emails. And I'm like, hey,
just don't mention your...
I'd love to, yeah.
Please don't touch my peanut butter. It's for work.
Yeah, that's a very private and off-limits thing.
It's for work.
That's my one boundary. I consider myself very easy to live with.
Peanut butter and jelly? No, you get avocado.
You can have the jelly on bread. The peanut butter, it's mine.
Exactly.
Just say, hey, that is for work. What is wrong with you? You're messing with my business. Don't fuck with my money.
You're gonna Are you gonna
note on it? It says don't fuck with my money.
Actually, I had somebody ask me today if I had an OnlyFans page. I was like, what?
Is this the same person that called you a DILF?
No, this is a complete...
Yeah, he got called a DILF this week.
Why, who?
Once again, one of my coworkers.
What the fuck, Mark?
I don't know.
Are these children?
Yes, they are. You want this?
Okay.
No, I don't want this.
Okay, whatever they say.
They're in high school. I think they're like either sophomores or juniors.
No, so they're just figuring out what the word DILF means, and they don't know how to use it.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes more sense.
No,
that makes a lot more sense.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
No,
What?
they just know. Yeah, they don't know what a DILF is, and they think that any grown man is a DILF. Gotcha.
Yep.
I've been there. I can easily.
But yes, they are definitely children.
I can say that I didn't know that I was a stupid high schooler that looked at any grown man and I was like, DILF. And it could be like fucking Stanley Tucci or something. I don't know. Oh,
Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci. I can't believe that Prince Harry beat him out for his sexiest bald man.
No.
Chris, I should definitely lock that down.
You gotta buy that domain while you can.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, if you do it now, you can be my manager.
Chris, this is a deal that you can't miss out on.
There you go.
I thought that Chad just said that he managed everyone on the core.
Yeah.
I thought Chad was our manager, and Chad said he would fire and sue all of us.
That's true.
With what lawyer?
I happen to recall a very long conversation with Chad, and we were both completely hammered on the phone, and us jokingly fighting, saying that he was going to sue me if I went anywhere else. He's like, I will sue you. He's like, Mark won't even have a box when I'm done with you. He said he was going after the Starfires and the cats. He said he was taking Midnighter.
He was getting real personal with you.
Yeah.
It was funny, though. Chad's good peoples.
Llamageddon.
He's funny.
I hope his arm is okay. He's making me nervous about getting my second COVID shot.
What's wrong with his arm?
You got your first one already?
Oh yeah, I got it last Monday.
Fuck you.
I have a heart condition. Oh, I do, but yeah, no, I got it last Monday. It was the fastest vaccination I've ever got. It was the most painless vaccination I've ever got.
I've heard the second one's horrible, though.
That's why I'm afraid. Because Chad got his, and that's why he was in an unpleasant mood on the phone.
Yeah.
Because he was bitching and whining about his arm, and he was asking Carson about it. And Carson was saying that it gave him a hard time as well, that he was really struggling. And I just heard that the second one, like the second dose, just takes you out, and I'm afraid.
So the people that I know that have had COVID, that have had their second shot now, are saying that it makes you feel like you have COVID again. And
okay, I guess I'll find out if I had it, like if I was asymptomatic.
The people who didn't have COVID that have had their second shot just say it just kicks your ass completely. That it's a rough shot, and like you have a lot of side effects for like at least a few days is what I was told.
Okay. So I am the day after I get it, I don't have class, so I get to sit in my bed all day. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, no, my sister had it back in October, and like she's just now recovering her taste of her sense of taste. My mom had both of the vaccinations, and she was fine for the most part. For the second one, she was mostly fatigued. My ex-boyfriend's mom had both of hers done around October or November, December, because she had it at the same time that the entire family did. And she was out. Like, I remember hearing that she was just like, had like flu-like symptoms. And it was really bad, and she just felt really bad. And so I guess I'll see what happens. If it means that I will have a higher immunity, it's worth it. It also means I get to fly with my little COVID card, but
yeah.
Until they turn it into a plastic card.
Get to go in the cons.
I have to go to I gotta go to the cons. I heard that San Diego is now running on Thanksgiving weekend.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I know.
Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay. Godspeed, San Diego.
I'm gonna tell you something else that happens the same weekend as Thanksgiving. It's a little known worldwide event called Black Friday.
I thought you were gonna say Black Wednesday.
Black Wednesday. Black Monday.
So Black Friday this year with COVID and everything made everything like readily available online. And then you could just either get things shipped to your house for free almost everywhere, or you could do like curbside pickup almost everywhere. So, dude, I got everything done essentially online. Everything was either free shipping or like I got a lot of stuff at Best Buy, and I could just like pull up, text that I was there in a parking spot, and they just brought my stuff out to me. It was really awesome. Quick, painless, didn't have to deal with any lines, didn't have to deal with any crazy people screaming over televisions.
Yeah.
So
that's the fun of it, though. That's the chaos.
That's the thing. Why do people scream over TVs? I'd much rather get a projector.
Because they want to be part of chaos.
True. They're just smaller. You can do any size screen. Just saying.
See, even with like everything being on streaming, I don't even see the need for a TV anymore. I can watch everything from my laptop.
True.
I have a TV in my room. I'm looking at it right now, and I feel bad because I haven't touched it, and I can hook my laptop up to it and watch whatever I want from there. I don't want to. I don't want to,
Yeah.
Chris Spirit says that Black Friday is canceled because it is racist. No. I think we need a stark reminder of what racism is and not what a color is.
So,
and how the two are different and how we're not canceling everything because you think it's fun to cancel things.
I feel like we got a lot of snowflakes out there that want to cancel it because of this, cancel it because of that. And
I haven't even heard of people canceling it. I just think that, or it doesn't. They're a bigger fish to fry right now, where I think that cancel culture is in some ways harmful, in some ways helpful. I think that the name itself has caused a lot of issues around what it does. However, I think that being able to pinpoint things that are harmful in a way is very important. I think, if you say that you don't want to wear a mask because you feel like you're in Nazi Germany, comparing that to something being white or black in the name is totally different.
Yeah.
And I think that people being called out and being removed from the public eye because of their opinions, a lot of them are, you have to watch what you say because a lot of those things that have been said, you can't take that back. And that's very, very harmful. And that's very, very telling of your character. And I think that with a lot of people understanding how damaging language and how damaging closed-minded perspectives can be, is being oversaturated by the age of digital media. I don't think that people don't know when to stop. People don't know when to stop saying that things are being taken away from them. I think that there's a lot out of perspective right now. I think that we need to focus on the bigger issues, like what happened in Colorado, what happened in Atlanta, people dying from the pandemic, people being hate crime. I think there's a lot of other issues besides things being taken away because you didn't like something that was said 50 years ago.
So just to touch a little bit on what you said with like words and certain views being me personally, one of the big proponents when I went to school was I did kind of a dual major between journalism and pre-law legal studies, and my big thing was freedom of speech.
Yeah.
I may not agree with what is being said, but I do support someone's right to say.
Oh yeah, you can say whatever you
speak, whatever. And I think the censorship of a lot of viewpoints is what's really scary, personally. And yeah, do I want to see someone spewing out a lot of hate about, this group, this religion, this whatever. No, I don't. But
I mean, there's a difference between hate
there's
speech and free speech.
I do think that you have a right to address your own views and your own opinions personally, and I fully support that. I don't agree with just completely blacklisting someone just because they say something. I definitely think, like, you know what? This is a shitty person. And I want nothing to do with this person. I want nothing to do with what's going on with their life and their views and everything. But I think the whole cancel culture is honestly ridiculous. Whatever happened to the day and age where it's like, I don't like this person. I'm not going to support them. I'm not going to seek them out. I'm just going to ignore it.
There are instances, and Kat, I hear you as a professional journalist and journalism major. I hear you. I definitely agree with what you're saying, but I think there are instances where we look at people who, Woody Allen, for example. You look at Woody Allen. I'm not going to go back and watch his stuff. I'm not going to bring him into the light. I'm not going to go back and look at like Bill Cosby and all that stuff. People who are silenced for a reason, compared to saying, I don't like that person. Let's blacklist them. There's a difference between understanding how repercussions are implemented through action. Like, do you remember when James Gunn was subject to the Twitter fire?
I know with James Gunn, he was saying like a lot of like inappropriate jokes, like really kind of like in poor taste. But does the man really deserve to be canceled because he's got a shitty sense of humor?
No, we can admit that he's got a shitty sense of humor.
But then we get into things like people are trying to cancel Dr. Seuss, and they're trying to remove the star-bellied Sneetches who live on the beaches. And it's like, dude, that's one of my favorite books from my childhood. The whole point of the star-bellied Sneetches is to accept everyone as they are, differences and all. Some have stars upon bars and some do not. And that's okay either way.
And that's, I think that there's a lot of overreaction to simple things like that. There's no harm in that. It's about stars on bellies, for God's sake. I don't know what else you can ask for.
Stars on Mars.
Stars.
But
I mean, yeah.
They also went against they were trying to like freaking cancel Paw Patrol for a hot second there.
I thought they did.
No, they didn't, thankfully, because my nephew would probably rage quit the world.
Yeah.
Kane, he's 3. But I know they were trying to cancel Paw Patrol because they didn't like the police officer dog in it. And they didn't want that kind of like a positive viewpoint of a police officer with everything that's going on. I'll tell you right now, yes. Is there a lot of corruption out there in the world of police? Yes. Are there a lot of decent, hardworking officers out there? Yes. It's like everything in the world. And yeah, there's a lot of shitty people in power, and there's also just a lot of shitty people in general throughout the world. And I feel like individuals should be the ones that are being punished. It shouldn't be entire groups or, this, that, whatever. If you want to go after one division of officers that, bullshit's happening with, yeah. Do you want to defund every police station in the world? Okay, we're all going to be screwed.
I think that there are definitely issues with how that is being interpreted. I think everyone's interpretation is different. It does depend on your exposure and who you are and your interactions. I can't speak for someone who has had a different interaction with me. I can't speak for someone that's had a negative or a positive. I can only speak from my own perspective. With that being said, there's a lot that needs to change with the way that people are treated on all aspects. I think we need to stop treating people by how they look and instead treat them and how they act. I think that people need to be less assumptive about how people are behaving because how they look and where they are from. Especially living in an urban area or suburban area, there's a lot of stereotypes that are very, very dangerous. And that's for either, for a cop or for someone else. There's a lot of that's harmful, and that's what is known. And not, from a media perspective, we're not going to be focusing on the extreme positives you're going to be focusing on the extreme positive or the extreme negative, and you're not going to understand that there's a solid middle ground where that could go either way. You want that hard-hitting story that's going to cause an emotional reaction, and that's what's going to get people talking, and that's why there's a lot of division going on right now. Personally, just because this is, I know that everything.
Oh no, Robo Annie!
I say has consequences. I'm not going to voice. What?
You're fine. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay. I was going to say, just because this is being recorded and it's live and everything that I say has consequences, I'm not going to voice my whole opinion on that just because I know that could be taken out of context.
Yeah.
But Rome was not built in a day. Change is not going to happen overnight. But seeing the perspective of change and why there's a need to be change made, starting from internally within the system, nothing's going to change if it doesn't start with whoever is, or what is being identified as an upsetting issue to some communities. And I think that shouldn't impact the freedom of speech, or that shouldn't. But at the same time, there needs to be a lot more understanding that there is not just one worldview, that there are many worldviews and many walks of life that a lot of people come from. And that extremism is, it takes away from that. I think I know family members who are very vocal about minority groups because that's their experience, and that's what they were told to think. And I know minority groups that are very vocal about people who are not minorities because that's their experience and that's what they're raised to think. That could go both ways. It definitely goes both ways on all levels.
All right, so we're gonna go back to a much sunnier topic, and we're gonna
let's do
about Kung Fu kangaroos with Warriors of Virtue. Warriors of Virtue, one of those movies from my childhood that I happen to recall making me want to jump across the couch and try to kick flick my brother. Of course, that ended up with Keegan and I breaking my mother's coffee table and pissing her off to no end. Yes.
How old were you when this happened?
Oh gosh. What year did this come out again?
97.
97. Okay, so kindergarten, first grade.
Oh my god. That's the perfect age to do something like this too. This is that's the prime age for tomfoolery. I think you could get away with so much more then.
We also broke my mom's coffee table when we were in high school.
Oh, okay. I guess that just doesn't change. I think that's a consistent with you.
He did a fireman's toss and went to throw me on the couch, and I went and clocked into the glass table and cracked my head open.
Oh my god! Did you go through the table?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that hurt.
Yeah.
And it was my brother saying, "You're fine. You're fine. Don't tell mom. Don't tell mom." And I'm on the ground crying and bleeding. And I call him my second big brother, but Desmond, a boy that we grew up with, my mom's best friend's son. But he's like, "I don't know, there's blood." He's like, "There's blood." He's like, "I think we need to take her to the hospital. She's fine. She's fine." He's like, we're gonna put duct tape on it. It'll be fine. My brother grabbing the duct tape and Desmond thankfully not letting him tape my head. But
It was so worse.
he's like, we'll just put duct tape on it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I like how duct tape was his first instinct. Like, not even like a wet rag or gauze.
Nope.
Or...
He wanted to put duct tape on it.
Oh my god.
And it was like the big, thick, like silvery duct tape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that heavy duty stuff. Yeah. He wanted to just
just taking a whole chunk of your hair out with it too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That would not have stopped the bleeding
Thank
at
you,
all.
Desmond, for not allowing that. That would have been traumatizing. I think I was like 16 maybe at the time. And it was just blood right there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. No.
Stitches.
How much older is your brother than you, or younger?
2.5 years older.
Okay. Oh, so he knew he was just.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
No, he knew.
He knew.
Yeah, he's around the same age as me, actually.
Yeah, this is the same guy. Well, actually, same two older brothers that thought it would be funny to. They kept kidnapping me from public places and then just throwing me in the trunk of the car and locking me in there and just driving around. Because it's so much fun just to like go randomly somewhere and like just grab a teenage girl and like she's just mad and screaming at him and everything. It's like, oh, it's totally fine. No one ever did anything, by the way. They just threw me in the trunk of the car. Just a bunch of teenage guys. Just took her up.
They just watched you get snatched right up.
Yep. Probably the fact that I was cursing them all out by name probably didn't help my cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with a lot of older brothers. One biological older brother, but you know.
I know what you mean. I know
knew them all.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You got used to it.
I called him from the trunk once.
He did.
He was like, I'm in a trunk again. You come get me. He's like, where are you? I was like, I don't know.
Which way's north?
I'm screwed. I did learn where the release hatch is in a trunk, though. From that,
do you know where you kick through or punch through the tail light and stick your hand out and leave at oncoming traffic?
Yeah, but if I did that, I'd probably have to replace the tail light, and I didn't want to do that either.
Yeah.
But I mean, thankfully, most cars today, they either have like a release through like the back seat or even like one where you can pop the hood of the trunk.
Yeah, that too.
You know.
I just know because of the John Mulaney bit where he pulls down nothing.
Yeah.
He kicks out the
But Katie, you didn't think about this. What if there's a folded chair in front of it?
Oh yeah.
Why would there be a folded chair in front of
you don't know.
car?
They're going after that. They could just
don't know. I don't.
They could be going tailgating after, and you're just coming along.
You're right. You're going
tailgating. A folded chair. Oh dang.
Yeah, you're just going tailgating at that point.
Yeah. We had a lot of soccer chairs back in the day.
We did.
That's the thing. Like, white people love keeping chairs in the back of their car. Like, that's a thing. Folding chairs, the ones with like the vinyl seats that sink in far too low.
Yeah. My mom was a soccer mom. We had three people in our actual like home, our actual family. But she had a million of those freaking chairs. She always sat in the same one. She always had the same chair. And you would get in so much trouble if you used her chair. Because it was her chair.
See, the thing
but we had a million of those chairs.
Are they're water resistant. Why do you want a water resistant chair? What's the point? That means that as soon as it starts raining or anything, you forget to pick it up, you're collecting water.
It just hangs out there with you. And like you sit in that rainwater. It's just not fun.
Exactly. Until they came out with those like individual tents. You know what I'm talking about.
You a fancy bitch? You need an individual tent
You know what I'm talking
when
about.
you go to
now.
a
He
soccer
watches
match?
The local
No, you just
soccer
sit in the
team and his
rain,
own
Mark.
bed.
You a fancy now?
Mark's just big timing us, I guess.
He
That's
is.
fine.
It's like Carson with his PS5 all over again. I'm sorry, I need to throw that out. The second I hear big time, and with Carson.
Carson in the PS5.
But he doesn't have a VR headset yet.
Nah.
Yet.
Yet.
Yeah. Oh, Carson.
That answer time.
I gotta get you a girlfriend, buddy.
You do.
Or a cat.
I forgot. Or a cat.
Or a
six.
cat and a dog.
No, a cat and six.
Get a
Six cats.
kitten and a puppy, and they'll be
They're gonna
bestest
grow old
friends.
together, Mark.
Bestest friends.
True. But
We're gonna stack the cat on top of the dog.
We'll pop some air holes in there. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Be fine. It'll be fine.
You mean like goat yoga?
He won't know what hit him. He's just gonna be
Goat
stuck
yoga
with
looks like fun.
No,
I
it
would
doesn't.
want
Yes, it
to.
does.
Why?
You do yoga, but it's
Yeah,
with
I will
goats.
go with
Goats
goat
will
yoga.
Yes.
climb on you. You want a goat on you?
Yes.
Absolutely, I
A
do.
cute little pygmy goat. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Where you been? I'd try to take that goat home with me.
That goat is mine
Midnighter
now.
would probably try to ride that goat.
You've never
Mhm.
had goat burgers before. They're so good.
I've had goat cheese before.
Goat cheese is
Burger.
delicious.
Goat cheese, where it's at.
Goat cheese with the same goat burger.
That's messed up, Mark.
It's-
Mm.
That's messed up. Why?
Would goat cheese be good on a goat burger?
Yes.
Okay.
I would think too much goat there.
Not enough.
Too much goat?
Much
You
too
need
much
a little
goat.
bit of diversity. You need like a dairy, like a milk cheese.
You need to shake it
Like
up.
goat milk? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta switch it up. Okay.
Maybe like a feta. or
Okay,
something.
yeah.
With some crumbles on there.
Like blue cheese crumbles? Or like
But like if you get the blue cheese crumbles, like, doesn't it just like crumble off of the patty? Or does it
Not if
melt?
you
No,
slightly
that's it.
melt it.
yeah, you
You slightly
gotta
melt
heat
Put it on
Okay.
there, put some toppings on top of that, and then it'll kind of like melt it, maybe.
Or you stick it on there and throw a butane torch on it really quick, like one of
Ooh,
those little
Ooh.
or you could do stuffed
Crumble it, I mean.
burgers with it
Yeah.
and have them in the middle.
That sounds very good.
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds really good. I would
Dude.
want a blue cheese burger.
Stuffed burgers with Parmesan cheese
Okay.
and pepperoni and pickles inside the burger. Gloriousness.
Pickles.
Your life. Yes. I put pickles on almost everything.
She does.
Okay. You know what? I found out today that the reason we get pickles with like food on as a side dish
It's a
is
palate.
because it's a palate cleanse. It was once done in the Jewish delis in New York,
Mhm.
and it has turned into a cultural phenomenon in the United States, where the acidic vinegar of the cucumber or the pickle is a palate cleanser. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess it's the same thing for like ginger and or wasabi and ginger for sushi.
Probably.
Wasabi than sake? Oh, goodness.
Oh no.
good.
Roll on Henny.
No, you do wasabi, and then you wait a few seconds, and then you take a shot of sake.
Oh, wasabi and sake.
It's okay. Carson hates pickles too, Chris. I got dared to do a pickleback shot. No problem with it whatsoever.
Wait a minute. Hear me out.
What?
If we put a cucumber behind Chris, do you think he'll jump like a cat?
Like a cat. We tried that. Our cat
Just
just
shoot
bit
straight up
them.
in the air.
Exactly.
Like everyone says that cats are scared of cucumbers because it reminds them of snakes, right? No,
Ooh.
Midnighter just started biting the shit out of the thing. I had to take it away from him.
Because I think he tried eating it.
He was trying to.
Hmm.
He's more scared of blueberries, though. He doesn't like blueberries.
Really?
He does not like blueberries.
Interesting.
He also hates the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, yeah, every cat hates the vacuum cleaner. That high pitch. You can't hear it. Okay, whatever.
They can feel the vibrations though, right?
Probably.
I never really thought about that before.
Chris Barrett says he likes cucumbers. He loves snakes.
So you're just
He likes snakes?
behind you. You would just automatically not pick up that.
Legend just texted me. Carson likes red sockeye salmon.
Ooh, sockeye. I miss it.
Mark and salmon.
Mark and salmon.
Don't get him started on salmon, Annie.
No, like those like fillets of sockeye. I mean, the fish you get me from the store.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine one like about this size sockeye, but for the same price, if not more.
No.
Yep, that's how good it is.
This guy is so much about salmon. He wanted to get a salmon tattoo on his arm.
You should.
Whole length of his arm. Salmon.
Mark, I will go with you. I will sit with you through the tattoo session.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you'll go with him and get a matching one with him.
I'm going to get a matching salmon tattoo.
Large salmon.
We're going to get on, Mark, wait, Mark, what arm are you going to get yours on? So I can have it on the opposite. And then whenever we see each other, we can like bump arms.
You'd be like, fish.
We can bump arms.
You're a school of fish. Oh my God.
I was going to go for the left arm.
Left arm? Okay, I'll do it on my right arm.
Okay. I will not get a matching salmon tattoo with you guys, but I will definitely record a video.
Why not?
Because I don't want a giant fish on my arm.
What's wrong
We
with
got a
giant
little
fish?
fish.
Just be like big fish. That movie is really bad too.
Yeah.
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 My film professor talks about Blackfish every fucking day. And I'm like, bro, we're not going to watch Blackfish. Nobody except for you wants to watch Blackfish. And like, he'll let us choose the movie that we're going to talk about. And then he'll be like, we haven't seen Blackfish yet. Does anyone want to watch Blackfish? I'm like, no. Like, you hear everyone leave the conversation on Zoom. Like, the place just clears out as soon as Blackfish is mentioned. Because I don't want to watch the whale documentary or whatever it is.
So you need to bring one of these films.
Oh my God, I do. Okay, I really
films.
do.
Yes, you need to make them watch it. Like,
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna.
You got a good point there, Chris. I might.
Okay, so like, what we're watching Jojo Rabbit next, and then we're watching What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh yeah.
And I can't swap out either of those. I like them both too much. Maybe I'll ask him to change Citizen Kane or something. Hey, I know Citizen Kane is like revered as a classic, but what if we watched, and hear me out, all 8 of the Leprechauns?
Yes.
Yes. Back to back.
Professor. Look. Y'all look like Jake Gyllenhaal, man. It's kind of hot. Look.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's some classic cinema. Warwick Davis at his best. Classic cinema. You can just kind of ignore those last 2, honestly. You can just honestly stop it at the 6th film.
We will watch
the Hood
the
2.
Good Leprechaun movies.
The 6th one, it's fine. Just leave it there.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We're going to watch all 6 of them.
You can't forget about the other 2.
He's a leper with the hood, and he's up to no good.
Just like the first 2 Dude Bro massacres.
Oh, God.
I think if I suggested that, I would be blackmailed. Like, I would be blacked out of the class.
You
like,
might
just
get kicked out of the class.
I may be kicked out. I might be reported to the university.
Yeah.
They might just be like
this on academic probation because she tries to get people to watch Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
You're stuck with me for another semester. No. No, my school is they are now doing a thing that if you don't do a COVID test on campus, that they turn off your ID.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I was very close to having my ID turned off because I did one for work through like a CVS, and I just said, here's a screenshot of my negative results. Here you go. And they said, okay, cool. And then 3 months later, they were like, can you do a test? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I went to the testing center, and the time that I scheduled was not lined up with the time that it was actually supposed to be open. So I had like a 4:00 appointment after my class, and the place shut down at noon. Nobody told me. So I'm like trying to get in. I'm talking. I'm like, look, there's like me and the janitor, and I'm like, hey, I'm here for a test. And they're like, great. Nobody's here. Nobody's here. And I'm like, oh, okay. So like, what do I, I'm like, what do I do? And they're like, well, your ID gets turned off, I guess, and then you have to come back tomorrow. Bye.
Okay.
And I had to go back the next day, and I'll be like, hey, I'm here because I'm here, And
You can't do anything.
Yeah, I can't do anything. Like, I physically cannot go anywhere. It was I take the test the first thing the next morning, or I commute for the rest, or I'm remote for the rest of the semester. Those are my two options. Or they fine me for trespassing.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're taking it seriously.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking it very seriously.
That's something to be happy about. At least they're taking it seriously.
It is. At the beginning of the year, back in the fall, the school was renting out hotels to put people into quarantine and stuff like that. So it was a very not out of control, but very broad. And the number of students that were being moved remotely for 2 weeks or put in quarantine due to exposure and tracing and all that. And now I think that there's a lot under control now. But yeah, that it's like every couple of days I get an email and they're like, okay, come in for your test. And I'm like, okay, I guess I will,
Yeah.
Or else I'm a trespasser. Which I guess if they're going to use a fear tactic, they may as well,
turn off your ID. Like, dude, you can't go anywhere then. Mm-hmm. If you live in like a dorm or something, you probably can't get in that dorm necessarily.
No. So like the moment my ID is turned off, I have no access to anything.
Yeah, you can't attend most classes.
I could do it remotely
from dining hall, most likely.
Nope.
No, you're screwed.
Because once the ID is turned off, it turns off the meal plans as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. I guarantee they're not turning off the billing of that meal plan either.
Oh, no.
You're still paying for it, but you're just
I'm still paying for it. I'm just not eating,
Yeah.
I mean, even since I decided to not live on campus, they should have, like, the moment I said, I am moved out completely, that shut off. So even if I wanted to sit around and like grab something after class or grab a coffee or something like that, I couldn't. Unless I wanted to pay out of pocket.
Huh.
Which I kind of don't want to do. That's not fun.
No.
It's not the same.
Wave your little thing and be like, here you go.
That's what it was. I was like, here's my ID. Here you go. Getting my silly little coffee from the little silly Starbucks. But
I got so spoiled.
Yes, I took it for granted. I really didn't realize. Yeah, I did not realize it. I will admit that I took that privilege for granted.
You live at home and you're like, I really want waffle fries, Parmesan chicken, and then I want fresh squeezed lemonade or something. And okay, well, we have frozen French fries. You can cook your own chicken and do all that stuff yourself. And here's a bottle of Minute Maid. Have fun. Like, it's not the same thing.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. Also, that's a lot of work.
I'd rather just wait and have someone else do it for me.
You walk around and grab what you want. Yeah, I got so spoiled.
Yep.
It's a bad habit, honestly.
It is.
Or going to
It
the dining
is.
hall and then watching shows and studying.
Yes. Okay. So we had it was kind of a tradition. And I don't know if this got started because one of the workers, like their kids or something, came in one Saturday morning and they wanted to watch it. But it was kind of a tradition that all the TVs in the student lounge's dining hall would all be turned to the newest Power Rangers.
What?
And then you're dealing with a bunch of like 20 somethings who all grew up watching Power Rangers in the 90s, and we're all sitting there either hungover or like still awake from the night before or whatever, and we're all eating like, you name it, breakfast food and watching Power Rangers. It was a good 2 hours of everyone in the dining hall just screaming and cheering on these Power Rangers. And the newest embodiments of the Power Rangers are so weird because they've got little action figures to like level each other up and they can switch them and everything. I'm like, what? And there's one point where I swear the actor just ripped the collar off his costume and threw it at another one. I'm like, what is this? I didn't do that in Mighty Morphin. What is this? Oh God, it's so weird.
That sounds like fun though. Yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I don't know how, but I still got away with taking your ID and just coming up and grabbing more food.
Yeah. Well, they didn't actually look at it. They just made sure there was money on it. They didn't actually care if somebody stole my ID, just as long as it was paying for something.
Yeah.
As long as you smile and be like, there you go. Have a good day. This is mine.
Yeah, that's just what Mark does. Just act like you own the place.
Yeah.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I am the penguin of Madagascar.
Yes.
It normally works.
Cute and cuddly. Cute and
cuddly. I remember right when I was thinking about moving out, and I was still very on the fence of what to do, and I was still with my roommate. She was doing some sort of Japanese tutoring, and we were about to go get dinner, but then we decided to leave too late, and she was already on the phone, and I texted her. Like, I was sitting across the room from her. I texted her. I was like, what is the dining hall? What's the special tonight? And she's like, buffalo chicken wings. And I go, okay, I'm going to go get some, So I walked over there, and it was like torrential downpour, almost thunderstorming. I just wanted my chicken wings. And I'm walking, I'm halfway there, and my phone rings. And she's calling me, and I'm like, oh my God, is she okay? Is everything okay? So I'm like, did the power go out? What's going on? Maybe the power went off and took away the swipes for the doors at the dorm room or the dorm doors. And I'm like, what's going on? I pick up, I'm like, hey, what's going on? She goes, you get me some chicken wings. She goes, can you get me some barbecue or some buffalo chicken wings, please? And I go, of course I will get you some buffalo chicken wings. I would love to. And she's like, okay, cool, thank you. Like, do you want any sides or drinks? She goes, no, that's okay. I'm like, all right. So I get into the dining hall. I am soaking wet. I'm like one of the only people there. And I walk up to the counter and I go, hi, I would like 2 orders of the buffalo chicken wings, please. And I hand him my ID and I said, you can double swipe. Please double swipe. And he goes, okay. Who is the second order for? Kind of looking around me. And I go, oh, it's for my roommate. And he goes, are you sure it's not for you? You can tell me if you're eating 2 boxes of buffalo chicken wings. And I asked him, I'm like, no, it's not. I go, do you want me to call her? I'll call her and I'll have her vouch for me. Because he's like, really, like, he goes, I think I should just give you 1. And I was like, what? It took me a minute. Like, I had like the loading screen above my head. I was like, what? I was like, no, they're not both for me. Like, I could, okay, I guess.
You shame in the chicken game? What's your problem, dude?
I was like, yeah, he goes, yeah, I don't know, we're pretty low. And I was like, if you want to charge my thing, go ahead. And I'll gladly do that. If that's the issue. And he goes, no, I just don't want to overfeed anyone here. I'm like,
what?
I think he's trying to shame your chicken game.
yes. And then he goes, what type of sauce? So he finally caves. I look at him for like a solid minute. I don't say anything. I'm just masked up. You can only see my eyes. I'm just like Bucky Barnes staring at this guy,
Bucky Barnes staring for some chicken wings.
Bucky Barnes staring for some chicken wings.
Bucky Barnes staring for some chicken wings.
Let's put that on a shirt.
We need that as a shirt. Winter Soldier, give me the wings.
It's like, okay, what type of sauce? And I go, blue cheese, because that's what my roommate wanted. And he goes, no. I'm giving you 1 blue cheese and not 2 because you don't need the 2 blue cheeses. I'm like,
you mother clucker. What am I supposed to do if I only have 1 sauce and 2 boxes? Clearly, I was like, sauce. It comes with sauce. That's kind of a thing.
That was the. I didn't say anything. I just said thank you for your time and your service, and I gave him a little salute. And I took my 2 boxes of chicken wings and my 1 packet of blue cheese, and I left.
You shouldn't have had to put up with that, Annie. You should have looked at him and be like, "Can I speak to your manager?"
Oh, I felt bad because I knew he was another student.
I know. I would have been a dick though.
And what I did is I stepped outside and I called my roommate. I was like, you will never believe what just happened. She's like, tell me. I'm like, I'm going to be back in 10 minutes, but I'll tell you anyways,
Or the one time when they closed all the stores at the dorms, but they left the dining room. The dining halls that were across campus. And it was -8 degrees, if not colder.
Snowstorm,
2.5 feet. Boom.
And this was after winter break when they had just started opening things, so we had no go anywhere, so we had to go. Oh yeah,
that was so cool.
Oh yeah,
like you would be running but still be like skating on ice,
dude. And chicken wings is one of those things where sometimes you would have to order it and then wait around for like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
And then you left your name at the counter. And you're like, you're getting your damn wings. You tell them exactly how much you want, and then they've got them and everything. Oh, dude. Chicken wings was a whole excursion.
Yeah.
Fight over some wings.
The Chick-fil-A's. Oh, Chick-fil-A. Didn't you get the lemonade there?
Oh, yeah.
We had Au Bon Pain as like our go-to spot, which is a knockoff, or Au Bon Pain. Was like a knockoff Panera Bread, and with ABP, that was the first one to go with everything shutting down due to pandemic-related issues. So with that happening, like I really thought there were going to be protests on campus. I was. There was
like that
people up in arms, myself included. I was pretty pissed. And people up in arms about the fucking bagel place being gone. And now that things are kind of returning back to mass or half capacity, 75% capacity, every day we go, are we going to get ABV back? And they go, no. And then I go, I will not eat here again. Open it up. Open the door.
Those bagels.
I just want my lox wasabi bagel.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
how I felt about my
with my iced chai.
The Chick-fil-A lemonade, they will no longer squeeze lemonade. Actual strawberries and lemonade for you.
They won't?
Nope,
not here.
Why?
Because it's so, oh my gosh. Okay, the drive-thru has like 10 workers in it taking orders.
Mm-hmm.
And like 6 lines. It's always just
there's no point in even trying to go to the ones here because the wait's always so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's no point. I got so spoiled at school because it's like there was a grab and go for Chick-fil-A. I'm like, oh yeah.
The only reason why I think that place is so busy is because it's such a busy intersection right off the interstate.
I happen to recall getting my
I'll be right back.
very large, oversized Chick-fil-A lemonade and being so proud of myself. And I was just like, oh, I'm going to go eat in my dorm, da-da-da-da. And I struggle bust to try to open up my door. And my roommate goes to like shove the door open, and I didn't know this was going to happen. So my lemonade ended up all over me, all over the floor. And I think I cried. I was like, oh, my lemonade.
Oh no!
I love my like the best part of that whole meal was gonna be the lemonade, and it was just gone everywhere. And she's looked at me. She's like, "You're sticky," and I was like, "Yes, I'm sticky. I'm covered in lemonade." And she's just like, "Well, you should go shower." And then she closed the door.
She told you to get your lemony ass out the door.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But I know with Ball State they had like Sabario, like the greasy pizza.
Oh, Sabaro, the pizza?
Yeah, and then like they had like pasta and everything with that. Their lemon
These are
chicken,
awesome.
their lemon chicken with spaghetti was really good.
Yes.
That sounds
So good. Then like in the same one they had like a Chick-fil-A, and then they had like a made to order type like sandwich thing that I only went there when they had like certain specials that I was really excited about. I remember grilled cheese day. The line would be out the door because they had like different artisan style grilled cheeses. Oh my god.
Artesian grilled cheese.
It's like
I love.
dream of food.
That's Mark. Just Mark up for life.
Artisanal grilled cheese, Mark. Remember grilled cheese day?
Yeah, I found out it was lactose. It was great.
Yeah.
The Suez Canal is no longer clogged. They got the Evergreen.
What?
I'm gonna miss that funky little ship. Did you hear about that?
Nope.
So in the Suez Canal, which I had no idea was a thing until a couple of days ago, apparently a ship, like a cargo ship, turned horizontally
Okay.
and blocked the canal. And it just turned into this massive meme. I don't even know why it's such a big meme. But like it just became a phenomenon of the ship being stuck. And
Mark,
I guess
the
according
Suez
to
Canal
Chris
is
Berry, it's out.
no longer clogged.
What?
The Masseuse Canal or whatever is no longer clogged. Do you know what that is?
No.
I thought you'd know what it was because boats. Because boats.
The Suez Canal.
Don't you fishermen speak to each other? Boats.
Boat.
You know all about the boats, right?
I don't know. I don't even know why this was like such a big thing.
Mm.
It just like I've seen it all over my Twitter. All of my shit posting friends on Facebook have been going hog wild with it. I'm like, great.
Is no longer clogged.
Oh, yeah.
Mark
yeah.
knows what you're talking about.
Mark knows what I'm talking about.
I saw the realization in his eyes. He knows what you're talking about.
Oh, did you see that TikTok video of it? That's just hilarious.
The memes are so funny and for what?
I'll show you.
The reason.
Oh.
Apparently, the Suez Canal shortens the trip from Europe to China.
Shiny.
By the whole African coast. See, I had no idea this was like a legit. I am like we were talking about maps earlier and being very directionally challenged. I am not the best person at geography. I'm very spatially unaware. So no further questions. I just know because of people telling me about it.
You know what else would shorten the travel time? If we just
not going through the canal.
If we just built this is completely just me fucking with you. If we just built one of the Willy Wonka factory elevators that just flies up, just shoots up in the air. Oh yeah.
You're gonna say if we dig a hole in China.
That was my second topic.
Oh no. If you dug a hole in China, you know what they do, right?
The mole people come out?
No, you throw their package.
Crab people?
You throw your package down the hole and just pop up on the other side.
Well, there you go. Did they do that in South Park?
No, but it should. Or they forget that there's like a turn in there and it just lands on the bottom of the pit.
This is the part of the stream where we all just get a little slap happy and make no sense.
Like
we're glad you're still here, Chris Barrett.
Yeah, Chris Barrett's a real trooper. I don't know why he's so
nice. Are you? How much of the meatloaf have you eaten? That's like your second full bowl of meatloaf.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shaming your meatloaf, Gim. I'm just saying don't eat it all. That's good meatloaf.
It's great meatloaf.
I didn't say it like that.
I'm not shaming his meatloaf.
Say it like
that.
What?
See, we get a little slap happy at this point because we're all a little tired.
What?
I don't know why you were like super.
Super what?
Why did someone send me a picture of their American Psycho cosplay? I don't want to look at that.
He's very it's good.
Mm-hmm.
The Suez Canal.
The Suez Canal. It's no longer clogged.
I'm gonna miss that.
I am too.
It was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
I added a little bit like you and I are not directly impacted, but it's kind of fun to joke about.
Oh, just getting your big ships clogged in the canal. Nothing wrong with that.
Beavers everywhere looking at that boat and like just.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
There it is.
This happened.
Why'd you get that?
Because I'm going to scare people with it.
You're such a dick.
Why else would I get it?
Such a dick.
Wow.
I have a remote control alligator head now.
So are you like near a body of water? Are you like you're like a local pond or something?
No, I'm just going to put it in a swimming pool.
Oh, okay, that too.
Well,
I was gonna say you can go put it in a public place.
We're pretty much landlocked where we are. Pretty much.
Do you remember was it last summer or 2 summers ago? I think it was maybe 2 summers ago. Yeah, 2 summers ago this year, where someone released an alligator in the I think it was Humboldt Park neighborhood in Chicago, inner city Chicago. Someone brought an alligator, released it into the lake, and then we all named him Chance the Snapper, and people would go to look at the alligator.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know Chance.
People brought him into the pond, and like he became a local celebrity.
It's also incredibly dangerous, but whatever.
Very dangerous. Yeah. I don't know how the CPD didn't shut that down right away. Like, I don't know why it went on for months. But I remember it was that summer I was having trouble finding a job. So I was going into the city to hang out with my friends a lot. And we were going to go see Chance the Snapper. Like I texted my friends. I was like, I'm on the train. Let's go to Humboldt Park and see Chance the Snapper. I want to see Chance the Snapper so badly. Was the day that they caught him.
Aww, that's no fun.
I know, because you got him the owl, and we were headed over there, and they were like, "Oh, like someone was looking at their phone, and they're like, oh, breaking news: the alligator's been caught." I'm like, "What alligator?" It better not be the alligator that we're on the way to
We're going to go see.
And they're like, "No, it's the alligator that we're on the way to go see." And I was like, no, that was I just remember that was like the big, like that was the only thing people would talk about for the longest time. I was like, yeah, what else is going on? There's an alligator. I'm like, yeah, that's about it. That in Lollapalooza, that's summer 19, baby. I'm like, okay.
So before, all this happened and before cons and everything were getting canceled, we were supposed to go to MegaCon last year.
Yes. Yeah.
It was supposed to be the same like week or weekend as my birthday and everything. And we were going to make like a big deal of it, all of us. And one of the things that we had planned and we had in our whole schedule and everything, we were going to go to this gator ranch that had zip lining over the gator pit.
That's so cool.
And the best thing was looking at these photos.
Oh no.
There's a picture of a dad and his kid on his like thigh and everything, and like them over the pit, the gators, and then it's the dad. And my thing is,
goodbye, child.
Like, he shoved that kid in. He threw that kid to the gators. Can you just imagine the dry erase board that they probably have for accidents there? Because it's a dry erase board. They're not even gonna like flip it back and forth.
0.
They're just gonna like erase it real quick and just write 0. What could have been?
Florida has no consequences whatsoever.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a lawless state. Like, there are laws in place, and I know we've gone over some of the laws that are known to be used in Florida. However, anything goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say that you wanted to go check out Universal? I think we gotta push that back.
Yeah.
I think you want to go to Universal Horror Nights.
Well, yeah. We I don't know, we've tried several times, like planning wise, to put it together, but it is what it is. It'll happen at some point.
I'm sure that this year, with the parks opening up and things being, Drew went and he was fine.
True.
Yeah, but it's Drew Manchu, baby.
It is true.
It's Drew Manchu, baby.
I just want to see Galaxy's Edge, my guy. I know it's not Universal, but I want to go see Galaxy's Edge.
He's invincible.
I know he is.
Yeah.
The man will never die.
Really won't.
I don't know how he has made it this far.
I just remember probably it was the first like time I'd actually met him in person was at C2E2 forever ago. And me getting so sick and 2-3 o'clock in the morning, me throwing up in the bathroom with the door closed, and I just hear on the little door, just knock knock. He's like, "You good in there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Are you lying to me?" And I was like, "I might be dead." And he's just like, "Well," he's like, "Power through." He's like, "Getting you a drink." And Drew's just a major bro.
He is.
I remember
really
when I first met him on stream and everything. I didn't like Drew. I thought he was just a really negative person, and I didn't like his attitude, and I didn't like him. And it's like he just wore me down. And now it's like Drew's fucking family now. Damn it. I love Drew now.
I think that Drew has his moments of negativity when he has a lot of emotions about something, especially if there's a lot of negative perception from him on that behalf. I think mostly about socializing and entertainment media. However, he grows on you. he definitely grows on you. And I think that negativity, knowing him, working with Mainframe, and being able to get to know Dream and Chew kind of before I was inducted in the comic corps, where I just knew Chad and I knew Drew on their own. I didn't know both of them as well. I was aware of them. I kind of knew I was very close with Chuck, and still am, but I was very more close to the Chuckload Comics guys. And I was just starting to warm up to you. And I think that you guys have definitely grown on me over the course of like a year now. And years, a little under a year, but working with Drew, and when there was a lot of, how do I want to say this? There was a lot of difficult
issues.
When Mainframe was getting itself off the ground with the first couple of shows, there were a lot of technical kinks that we were working out because we were still trying to navigate the online platform and trying to figure out how we wanted to do everything remotely, and with a couple of people being in person and then others being from working from afar and trying to figure out how the stream was working as a spectator, blah, blah, blah. It was very frustrating to work with these people because there was a lot of lack of communication. It was just over phone calls and texts and Zoom, and I didn't have that face-to-face, and I couldn't hear you. I couldn't, there was no tonal context to who you were, and I didn't know your personality. I just knew your text messages. That being said, totally different experience. Being involved with the Friday night show and doing this, and now, just being subjected to calls every hour.
Yes.
Where I look at my phone and I go, and then I jump on. And I jump on. Because I talked to you guys 5 minutes ago, and here we go again, and someone's going to be driving, and then there's going to be a pizza drive-through, or Legends fixing a computer, or something happening.
Or Chad takes a call on the other line and just leaves you on it with him on speakerphone.
Heaves into the phone and then hangs up.
Or he falls asleep during the call. Yeah.
Or he tells you that your friends don't like you, and then you just sit there.
I did it. I was on hold the entire time. My friend actually came out of his house and walked up his driveway. It's like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm on hold. It's like, who are you talking to? It's like, Chad.
You know you're accepted when people bust your balls, Annie.
Yeah.
You know you're accepted.
Oh no, but I was saying, I was like, oh, I can't go to my friends, and Chatty was like, they don't like you. And I was like, okay, they don't. You're right.
Oh, Chatty Chad.
I gotta stop letting that be a personal thing. I know he's just gonna stay shit. Yeah.
Sometimes, it's like with the whole Shield thing. Like, I'm not a member of the Shield. I will never be accepted into the Shield.
What is the Shield?
Okay, so the Shield, I'm not sure if you get it. It's their little boys group thing where it's the 3 or the 4 of them and the Shield. Drew's not a member of the Shield. I'm not a member of the Shield. Mark's not a member of the Shield. It's Carson, Chad, and Legend. That's their
because Carson's the favorite
thing. Oh, Carson's everyone's favorite, Annie. We're all second fiddle to Carson. He's the special golden boy. We all love Carson. Big shout out to Carson. But it's very much the Shield, and it's like, oh, can I join the Shield? No. Even during the call, I asked her, and it's like, hey, it's the OG Shield. Everyone's here. He's listing off everyone's name, and he threw my name out there, and I was like, Legend, am I finally a member of the Shield? And he's like, you can be for this call. That's what he said. He's like, I guess you can for this call.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's like a running joke or everything. Personally, I look at it this way. Saw. Once I invite you into the Saw, you are a part of the Saw, Annie. You are a part of the Saw. Everyone knows that. But the Saw is family. Everyone gets encompassed into the saw. I don't only allow 3 people in and never allow anyone else in. Yeah, there's a really pathetic looking picture that the guys had Mark take at Baltimore where they're doing like a whole like shield thing, like connecting like rings together almost like they're Wonder Twins powering up.
Like,
and then there's just me and I'm just like standing there and they're like, Kat, you should put your hand out too, but you should stay over there and it'd be really funny. So like you can tell I look so pissed off in this photo. I'm standing in the rain and I'm just like this.
They're doing a little shield.
They're doing the whole shield thing and I'm all the way over here.
I'm sure I'll find it. It's somewhere in here.
You know what? If they want to have their little secret society or club or whatever,
and all that, yeah,
their handshakes and their pictures in the rain, sure.
Stupid little wrestling games. I swear, I have no idea what they're talking about with half their wrestling stuff. Sometimes I really don't listen. And I'll do laundry. You know, it needs to get done.
I use that time to like scroll through my feed or check something or do my emails or write something because I can get an article done while they're talking about wrestling.
There you go.
It takes like an hour.
I've learned not to pluck my eyebrows while they're doing their whole wrestling thing because they might like scream or make like an abrupt little thing and then I'll get surprised and just overpluck and I'll just look surprised for a week and a half.
I gotta get my brows done. Mark, I know this is like out of your wheelhouse here.
I grew up with sisters. I've heard it all.
He's got 3 sisters.
Okay.
I do his brows.
It's been like far too long since I've actually got my brows professionally done. And
this, the edge of this one's a little weird. Like,
I don't want to do it myself because I'm really afraid that I'll overpluck the tail. And it will like be a few sparse hairs on the tail, and then it'll be like a bald patch, and then look fucking wonky.
Oh, I found a bald patch for my beard today.
Oh, Mark, fill in your brows.
What?
It helps everyone. I don't know why it's a gendered thing. Like everyone should do it. You look so much more better. Like I'm serious. Like I think that like if anyone like just fills in your brows, it looks better. You will never ever see me without my brows filled in because
okay.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm
really Chad sometimes takes Sharpie to his beard.
Oh yeah.
Does he really?
He does. If he thinks his beard's looking a little thin or it's like, you know.
We just gotta get him an eyebrow brush and black eyebrow pomade.
But it's really funny to see him with a Sharpie. Like you know, he constantly like accidentally turns his camera on and then doesn't realize that his camera's on. He one time had his phone like propped up and he was talking to me and his camera was turned on the entire time and I'm just watching this man with the Sharpie like fill it in. And I didn't want to say anything because it was so funny. So I just muted my mic.
I now know Chad's secret of keeping his beard full.
Uh-huh.
Well, you gotta figure it out. It's just a bunch of lighting and 2-dimensional cameras. So how are they gonna know?
My sister actually brought back a box of beard dye, and she dyes her eyebrows.
There you go.
I will tell you, my eyebrows are the only virgin hair on my head.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't bleach them. She just goes darker. Like, I'm not going to be Jeffree Star and, you know.
Yeah.
Then we definitely need to.
Remember when Jeffree Star used to hang out with Ewan McGregor?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a weird time.
That was a very weird time. I think about that a lot.
That was a weird.
Why? In what context were they brought together?
Who knows?
The power of Sharpies.
Ewan McGregor Sharpies in his Kenobi beard.
What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm going to see if you can actually tell that my hair is different.
Let's see.
All right.
Did you dye it again?
I did. It's red, but you can't tell in this lighting.
Let me
So
go get this.
it does, full transparency, it does look like the same darker color.
No, it's very red right here. You can't really tell in this lighting. So, like, my ends that were basically already black just look like a reddish, like mahogany, which kind of what I was expecting, because it was supposed to be sangria. I was expecting like a much redder red, but it almost looks kind of like a natural red at the roots. Just a little weird. I like it though.
All right, I'm gonna turn this.
Oh God, you're gonna blind me, aren't you?
Do you want to go get the sunglasses?
I'm just gonna cover my eyes for a second. All right. God.
Can you see it now?
Can you tell?
Oh yeah, I can see that now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's red.
I like that color on you, Kat.
It is nice. It is. Okay, turn
I
off.
like that color a lot on
Very,
you.
very bright. Thank you. Thank you. My hair was just like, it was the lightest it's been for a while, and I was like, well, I needed to do something with it. My roots were coming in lighter than what I was expecting.
Candy, did that look any better or worse?
Well, I'm still getting my eyesight back.
Well, don't stare at it.
I'm not trying to.
It's a stage light. You got me 2 of these.
I know.
Okay.
I made the mistake of touching the panels that go to the light after I was like turning it off once. Burned the shit out of my hand.
Ooh, yeah, that's gotta be not fun. Why do you have stage lights? I gotta ask. What was the purpose behind buying stage lights? Just better lighting, or?
Well,
Mark's about that camera life.
What are we talking about?
Your stage lights. Why do you have stage lights?
Why do I have stage lights? Well, because it brings the sunlight out.
Mark's about that camera life.
And
He's
also,
about that camera life.
I am. And also those 5,000 lumen all spectrum
those
lights.
Freaking bulbs.
You know, they're worth it. Admit it, your comic halls used to look amazing.
Yeah.
I still gotta convince myself to buy like a standing ring light to look good in my pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works. It does.
And then we have that ring light, which I don't know if you're ever going to use that. You might.
See.
Even like the ring light that snaps onto your phone, and I can like do one of these. But have the ring. My freshman year roommate had one of those, and that shit was so fucking good.
Yep.
Like when she moved out to live with her boyfriend for half of the year, she left it there, and it was mine for half of the year. It was mine for half of the year, and I took the bombest selfies imaginable, and then she moved back, and it was no longer of access.
Are they like
I hope she's doing well.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't heard from her, but okay.
Yeah. So we got ours.
Yeah.
But yeah. About that camera life, is that what you were saying?
Mm-hmm.
That camera life.
You about that camera life.
Sure. Why not? Katie wouldn't let me get the UHD camera, so I started using my phone. She's like, it doesn't need to be an ultra high definition for the comics. I'm like, yes, it does, but whatever. What do I know? You wouldn't know if there's spine ticks on it. Right? What are you looking at?
My brother sent me the thing for my niece's soccer. So she was named Player of the Season on her team.
Ooh, way to go, Kaya.
Yeah, so it's everything about her and her season. So the skill she excelled at the most were big kicks.
Mm-hmm.
And what she likes most about soccer is scoring goals. And
very cool.
Her coach says that her biggest asset is her confidence. And I'm going to tell you right now, Kaya is at no short of confidence whatsoever. If I had just a little ounce of that child's confidence, be able to rule the world. 5 years old and she's unstoppable. Yeah, this is the same kid that also beat up a child because of Mortal Kombat and then beat up another child because of Cobra Kai.
I like her attitude.
So imagine what happens if she watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
She does.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. She's gonna say Shredder, and then like, oh, it was just a drop kick. Is that what you said?
Calorie.
It's just a drop kick. She'll be fine.
She was 4.
Gotta get her in some martial arts. Gotta start them early.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a former martial art, I used to fight Muay Thai. Get them started young.
There you go.
That's
Don't ever try to fight Chad.
He'll just take
You know
his
what
pants off.
Chad
I
does?
may. I might.
He strips naked.
No, I won't.
I'm just saying. Every time,
you shut me down within.
every time I've
3
gone
words.
to like a bar or like a restaurant or something with him, and there's like some sort of an altercation, or even like somebody bumps into someone and they're like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck?" Da 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 da. Chad will step in and he'll be like, "What? You want to go, bro? You want to go?" He'll start taking his shirt off, unbuttoning his pants. He was in the middle of downtown Chicago, standing in his boxers and shoes, and I was screaming at him and telling him to put his clothes back on.
That's like the last place you want to strip down at.
He was almost fully naked. He was going for the waistband, and I was grabbing the waistband and holding him up. I was like, Chad, stop.
It diffuses the situation very quickly.
Yeah, people every time they're like, no, man,
like,
no, don't want,
you don't
don't
mess
want
with
this.
the crazy.
Don't want you smoke. Like, no, you don't mess with crazy. And Chad gets crazy quick.
Is that what that one wrestler
Oh,
said?
he sure does.
Oh
What was the wrestler's name in Baltimore? I know we've talked about this.
my God, I don't know what it is. The guy that tried to slip me his room key.
Yep.
Yeah, that was awkward.
I was so hammered that I was arm wrestling the bartender.
Yeah, we went to High Voltage with Pocan Joe and Spectacular Spider Grandpa. And this was like the 3rd or 4th bar we'd gone to. So, yeah, we were feeling it at that point. But there was some random wrestler there that I'd never heard of before. They're like, oh, you should go over there and get a picture and convince him to come over here for a picture. Da da da. Because clearly I'm the only female in the group. But I was like, oh, okay, sure. Da da da. And next thing you know, this guy's got his arm around me and everything, and he's trying to like call over drinks. And I'm just like, I'm good, thank you. And he's like, which one's your boyfriend? I'm gonna beat your boyfriend up. I was like, my husband, and he's the idiot over there arm wrestling the bartender.
What were his actual words again? He says like, oh no, don't fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great time, though. I'm looking forward to getting back to those types of nights.
I miss cons. I know every episode we say we miss cons, but I miss cons.
Speaking of every episode, we are about 3 minutes out from the 3-hour mark.
Are we?
I think we're gonna call it.
I think we're gonna call it. All right, Llamageddon. Is it that bad? It is that bad. It is that bad. And there's a sequel on the way, and I hope it is just as bad.
Oh no.
And next episode, not
2 weeks.
Not this Sunday, but the Sunday after, we will be talking of Warriors of Virtue. Kung Fu Kangaroos.
Kung Fu Kangaroos.
And they talk, by the way.
Oh my God. I'm
talking Kung Fu fighting kangaroos.
You may beat your own record.
I might.
You may beat your own record.
We shall see.
Shall see. All right. Until 2 weeks from now, same time, same place. Until then, Kat, where can the people find you?
They can find me here. They can find me at the Instagrams. They can find me in Indiana. I'm Kat Figures. Mark, where can they find you?
Attached to Caitlin.
Typically. Annie Banks, where can they find you, boss?
People can find Annie Banks at mainframecomiccon.com. I am the one giving you guys the news. Then you can find me here on Friday and Sunday nights. If you're looking for a little more exclusive content, you can find me at OnlyFans, but that's hush hush. But yeah, mainframe and comic core.
Peanut butter and Annie.
Same bat time, same bat place.
So you know one of those Barbie dolls you got from the Goodwill?
Yeah.
We're gonna spray paint that gold.
No.
Yep.
I'm building a statue.
Nope. That's what you have to have a trophy.
I'm building
for
a
this.
snot girl statue. I need those. I need to rip the arms off. Yeah, I'm doing that.
See, and then
I've got a whole planned out.
And then after that, we can totally make
the
rest of your trophy out of that doll.
One of the main covers for the first issue was her with like all these like various arms, like messing with her hair, like doing her eyelashes and everything. And I'm gonna do like wire to put all these like various Barbie arms around her and everything. It could either be glorious or it could look really, really bad. I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
But we're gonna find out.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out. All right. On that note, I will see you guys on the flip.
All right.
Bye. And we're just gonna leave it like, oh, we have to hold on. We're gonna have to leave this like The Sopranos. Or we have to say something really awesome, right?